Guys, we are off to a start already. Hold on 1 second. Oh god. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you're gonna come here. Yeah, I know. But we have so many puppy cams. We have so many puppy cams. So you gotta come here. You gotta come here. I know. I can't also hold you partially because you have a cone. But here we go. We have the one puppy. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start with this. We were starting with a puppy cam. Yeah. Hi. I love you. You I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at you. You've been a good boy. You've been a good boy. Look at this cute face. Look at it so much. God, there's so many redemptions already. I know. You just want to go back. Oh my god. Look at you. You just want to go back to your bed? Okay, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna try to pick up the one I'm mad at. So let's do that. Hey, Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff, you remember when I said I didn't have, like, we talked earlier before the stream? And it was like, yeah, I don't have anything exciting? I'm gonna have a story for later. But I have to wait till James is here before I can fully tell the story. Just know that I'm mad at Tucker. But he's gonna come here anyways, because he's so cute. With his cone that he has to still wear. Look at my Pixar puppy. Oh, I found a burr. Let me... You're not looking down, so you're just a cone. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, let me get this. Do I still have my scissors up here? Because that would make this so much easier. We're gonna get this out of your fur. We're gonna get this out, because this can't be comfortable in your thing. Your armpit. Nope. Oh god, there's two! Dear lord, I almost threw that in my drink. God, that would have just really driven this home. Anyways, yeah, no! She's just whacking me with it. You're mad at me? No, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at Cone Boy. If you're not here when I tell the story, just text me. Like, if you leave, just go ahead and text me right then. So that way we don't forget. And I will tell you tomorrow. But it involves their stroll earlier. Ow, it's a very pokey one. Okay, look right there. There's my little satellite puppy. There we go. But also the can opener does suck. But look at our good boy. Or not a good boy. Why did I say that? You're not a good... I still love you, though. I still love you very, very much. Okay, you can be down now. You can be down. Okay. There we go. All right. We were off to rip roar and start. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm not even wearing my headset or my tiara. Jesus. Christmas. This is a professional system going on here. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, that's better. Okay. Inside of the cone is visible. Yeah, it's kind of a greeny blue, so... Okay, and he's just hanging out in the... You can see him in the corner! Right, there he is. Yeah, oh, no, he just disappeared. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this. Oh my god. If you're in the Discord, I'm gonna put this in the Discord. He's very pouty with the cone. Alright, so... Lots happened as I tried to click go live. So it was off to a great start. Let's see. Let's just drop that. So I just posted in the Discord where Tucker currently is. Alright. So, first of all, hi. Second of all, Flashfire. One, thank you for just suggesting the stream to somebody. Two, hello, person that Flashfire invited, if you're here. Three, I am not a reflection on Flashfire, so if I suck, still be friends with them. So we got that. We start with a puppy. I feel like starting with a puppy is a really great introduction to this, actually. So, like, hopefully that helps. Okay, so So I had a weird day. There's something in my eye, so I'm gonna be a pirate while it works its way out. I had a weird day. I'm supposed to be off from work this week, but I ended up doing a bunch of work. So that tells you how that's going, and all those requests were very, very interesting. But I had a day, so I was like, I already needed to like have some kind of drink for the night. Nope, whatever's in my eye is still there. I already needed to have some kind of drink, and then the day happened, and I was like, all right, well, I need like a drink. So it doesn't take long to mix a drink. I think I have Tucker hair in my eye. I think it's Revenge of the Tucker. Jesus. Just gonna keep fruitlessly trying to do this. Dear Lord. So, I was like, okay, cool. I'll hit the go live button. I'll make my drink. By the time I'm done making my drink, that'll be like an appropriate, like pre-stream time. I'll grab a dog. We'll sit down, get started. It'll be great. Now I have dog hair in my eye. So I go and make my drink. I spilled 2 of the 4 components. Not like a lot, but like, so I was like, I poured, and I was like, oh fuck, I made a mess. Okay, clean that. Okay, let's do the second one. Oh fuck, I made a mess. Clean that one. Okay. So I spilled 2 of the 4 components, mixed the drink, fuck up putting my big old ice sphere in it, so like I lost my balanced grip on that with the spoon, so it fell in, so then the whole drink splashed up. It's like so I cleaned that, and then I went to go, and then I was trying to like clean the glass, and I pick it up, and I clean it, and I put it down too hard, so then more liquid pops out. I was like, fucking, so I was like, alright, well cool, like, that's done. I can't make any more of a mess with that. Shouldn't have said it. I was like, I need water, let me refill my water cup. And so I pushed that into the refrigerator door thing, and then it was almost full, so I pulled away, but like, the thing didn't stop the water as quickly as I pulled the cup away, so then it just shot water all over the floor. Anyways, that's where I'm at. Aw, thank you, honey. Borrowing my mom's laptop and the screen is so big, you're even prettier when you're larger. Thank you. Yeah, so that was just me trying to get started. And it was an adventure. And that was after I had the adventure that I'm mad at Tucker for. But we'll talk about that later. It's on a list. So whenever we do these streams, over the course of the week, James will like make a list of things on a sticky note. And he's like, these are things I want to talk about. And I'm like, awesome. There's not usually enough for me to go, I also need to make a list. And it's different than your list. I also have a list. We got so much we can go over. It's great. It's great. There is still something in my eye. I'll be right back. Jesus. Ah! Pulled a whole ass Tucker hair out of my eye. At least it wasn't an ass hair. Anyways, so we're gonna play Persona. We cleared the last dungeon, did a single day dungeon. It's great, which means we have so much free time, which is great because there's so many rupee redemptions. I think before the stream started, we were at a total of 12, and I know a bunch more just got added at the start of this, so we got all the free times are happening. I just made eye contact with the picture of James's sticky note. God damn it. It's gonna be a good time. You're the best streamer on Twitch. Thank you, Logic. I was gonna argue with you, but I'm trying to do the thing that I have told Jeff he has to do. I'm giving myself this project. I'm gonna try to be better about actually accepting compliments instead of doing the self-deprecating humor and refusing to acknowledge that even if I have issues with having positive thoughts about myself, that it's okay. That if other people have positive things, that those are valid, and I can accept those as things. So thank you very much for all of the kind words. I'm gonna take a drink. I did, Jeff! Anyways. You have no way of knowing if it was a Tucker ass hair. I do though. That sounded worse. There is... I would know if it was an ass hair. Just gonna say that, and we're not gonna elaborate. How about we get into the game? Oh. Is there another hair stuck to my face? I can, like, see it, like, catching one of the lights. A little bit. Where did it go? It's, like, just fuzzy enough. Oh, no, I think it got into my eye again. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. It's even worse if you don't elaborate. It's absolutely, that second hair I saw, I didn't get it in time, and it's in my eye again. Oh my god. This is just I'm just gonna be a pirate this whole time. This entire stream, I'm just doing this. It's gonna be great. Okay. Short version of why I'm confident it was not an ass hair is that it was wispy and dry. This little shithead has been chewing and licking at his butt so much that it couldn't have been wispy. First of all, that is just coarser hair in general. But also, the AC just kicked on and I gotta go turn that off because Jeff isn't here to rescue me from it. My phone still won't talk to our thing. First world problems. But also, it was... Oh, there's another one floating here. I missed it, but it's over there now. It was dry and it was wispy. And he just licks his butt so much that it wouldn't have been dry. I gotta go do this! Wait. I have to offer a bit back later. I love you too, bye! Okay, and hopefully there's no more running off stream. How is this hair dry? It was wispy, like it got in my eye because it was wispy and floaty. And his wet ass hair wouldn't do that. God, this is a sentence I just had to say. Jen's getting to wear gaming glasses, not to deal with screen glare, but to deal with dog hair. I mean, facts. Just facts. Oh. I think we're good? I think we're good. I think that new fuzzy. What did I just walk into? You know what? There's no explaining any of that. There's just not. God damn it. How is there another hair in my eye? Eyeballs and ass hairs, man. That would be a stream title. Speaking of stream, let's just finally get to the actual thing. Huh? Oh god. Let's do that. I love your glass so much, I'm looking into buying a Danganronpa mug. Sassy! Sassy made this glass for me! We're gonna... Hold on. You can kind of see it. Make it not sweaty. That helps. Yeah. It's the Hope's Peak emblem. And Sassy made it for me, because she's great. God damn it. Tucker, you and your floaty hairs, man. I can see it. I can, like, see it. It's, like, stuck to my eyelashes now. And I can see it in my periphery. I got it! I got it! Ha! Fuck you! Okay. Fucking. Anyways. So much free time. We're at some point in the day. I think we're at an evening. I feel like we just got into an evening. Yes. Perfect. Great. It's more time with death. Oh my god, there's so many deaths. There's so many. Boy. You say death is not 2, but I feel like it wasn't I don't even know what all got put into the beginning of the stream. Alright, it's a Sunday evening. We're gonna check the fridge. Okay. I know Dojima is on here somewhere. I don't even have... Nanako's not even an option. So let's go ahead and do a Dojima.
Hey.
It won't become closer yet. That's fine. Yeah, spend some time with him. Do it. Alright. And there won't be any awkward conversations because we're not progressing anything. Great. It's Monday. Today is Respect for the Aged Day. So you have the day off. I have a day off because old people exist? That's incredible. We should have one of those. I could you guys wait for Naoto's recovery? What should you do? Okay, yes. Hot damn. Let's... Oh, I still have to go to the Fox! Because I finished the model. But I haven't been to the Fox since then. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, go out until evening. I'm gonna have to go to, like, I've spent so much money doing all of those fusions at the end of the last stream. I am going to need money. I don't think I actually need any more daikon. I need some tomatoes, sure. Alright. I'm just gonna go down the list. We're gonna see if we can find people. Because if people don't have to work, not many people would be teaching me it. I mean, wait, I feel like I missed an important segue. That's fine. Start with Junes. Adachi?
Oh.
I like how you're always surprised to see me here. You saved me. Wanna talk? It'll look like I'm forget that. Seems Adachi is slacking off! Okay, that's fine. Yes, spend time with Adachi. Good for you, that's the spirit. I still don't understand why that's the thing you say. And we won't get any weird things here. Again, we're talking in front of the broccoli. I like how that's our bonding experience. It's me helping him figure out how to get groceries.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Hi, Nanako. Okay, I could spend time with you. Oh, there's some fried dough. It may be leftovers from Nanako's school lunch. Eat a little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. It reminds you of your own elementary school. In your reminiscing, you ate more than you intended. Decided to leave the rest in the fridge. Alright, that's fine. Nanako is next on the list. Here we go. Oh boy. Please don't be awkward. Nanako looks as if she's not doing anything. Okay, here we go. You spend the evening with Nanako? Yes! Yay! Nanako looks happy.
I'm home.
Uh-oh! Where you immediately went into the things are gonna be bad music!
Welcome home! Dad!
Sorry.
Later, Nanako. But this paper! Scheduling of parent-teacher interviews.
Man.
A survey, huh? Fine.
It's fine.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
It's fine, okay?
Even at a young age! It's fine? It's not fine. Just a heads up. You don't have to write anything. You don't have to come. It's just another case to you, right? It's more work, isn't it? Bad people and everyone else are more important to you than me, huh? You're not real. You're not my real dad.
Hey.
Nanako, wait. She just left? She just left? She left? Let's leave her alone. No, she went outside in the dark and there's still a murderer. Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to stand around asking questions. I can't believe you, like, wanted to ground us both and gave us the fucking third degree about going out together to buy you whatever was, like, pickled onions or something. And she just ran out of the house alone after being upset with you, and your immediate reaction was like, this is fine. And it wasn't until I went, we should go, that you're like, you know what, that's a good idea. Fuck off! Nods strongly. No, strongly march your ass out of this house! I'll go check Junes. You look around the shopping district.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, clearly! For the last several months. Because you have literally no idea how to even, like, I don't even know, like, how to be a dad, just how to be, like, a person in someone's life sometimes. Dear Lord. Oh, and now you're running. Now we're running. You need to find Nanako. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and the fact he's like, I'll go to Junes, is like, bitch, that is across town. I'm more likely to find her, which maybe that was his intention, because he sucks. I'm doing a great job looking so far. You don't see Nanako. Great!
Hey!
Oh god, hi! Okay. I ran into Dojima Junes. He told me what happened. Sheesh. You could have just asked. We got a call from Yosuke. I'm sure if we all look, we'll find her. Hey, do you know what kind of places she might have gone? I mean, Junes? Maybe the shrine? Maybe the river? I don't know. Place where Nanako would go. You recall that Nanako said her family used to go to the river I can't pronounce when her mother was still alive. Hey, I was right. Told your friends about the thing. Alright, you head straight there. That's our best bet. The rest of us will split up and look around. If anyone finds anything, give the others a ring, okay? I like how they gave me shit, I guess, for not, like, calling them to help. And I was like, no, I was a little bit more preoccupied with just, like, fucking going. Did you find Nanako? No.
Damn.
Where is she?
Nanako.
Could you talk to her? I'm not her real father, huh?
Please.
You should go pick her up. She'll listen to you. I'm not gonna say that's not true. Because it is true. I'm not gonna say why. Because I know why. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say why anyways. Fuck you. You're the family she trusts most right now. As long as Nanako is okay, I'm fine. Please. Jesus. She's on the bad mom bench. That's kind of what it looks like. Big bro! Why'd you come here? What is this sit position I'm doing? I came with Mom. Nanako looks lonely. You told Nanako that her father was the one who found her. He was looking for me? Did Dad say anything about the river? No, he said fuck all. Did he forget about Mom? He never talks about her. I want to see Mom. Nanako's struggling not to cry. No, just cry. Just like... Through Nanako's fierce resolve, you feel that your relationship with her has grown deeper. Oh my god. I hate this! Yay, my social link went up. I'm real excited. Dad must have forgotten Mom. There aren't any pictures of her at home. He probably threw them all away. Is he going to throw me away too? I hate all of these. Everyone drink. He hasn't forgotten. He hasn't forgotten. I'm going home. Let's go home together. Fuck you, Christ. You called your friends and told them that Nanako was safe. You returned home with Nanako. And Dojima's probably, like, already in bed and is just like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Good afternoon! As I'm sure you all know, yesterday was Respect for the Aged Day. Did you all take good care of your elders? I sure did. Why does that sound terrible? My grandmother is over 90, but she still gets out and sweats by playing gate ball. I just know she's gonna live over 100 years. Heck, she's almost there. I wish her all the best to reach 100. You're a city boy, you might know this. Well, that's never good. What do you call somebody who's between 90 and 100 years old? Why does me being from the city have anything to do with why I might know this? I know what the answer is, but I love these answers. 90 Genarian might be my favorite. But no, it's not a Genarian. I'm amazed by that braid of yours. Are you close to your grandparents? I don't think... Do I still have grandparents? Why would you say that? Oh. Oh, crazy how the scene knocked a bottle of vodka over and it all spilled into my drink and now we're drinking. Yeah, it's so weird how that happened, Joe. Oh, fuck. Non-generic is somebody in their 90s. I learned that from Mr. Jose. Interesting, huh? Say, why don't we practice gate ball so you'll be able to play it with your elders? Yeah, my knowledge has increased. Great. Oh, I need to double check which stats of mine are still in progress. And, like, which ones are already full up. I don't like that combination of letters together, right? Okay. Alright. Let me just check. Yeah, okay, so it's knowledge, diligence, and understanding are the only ones that are not maxed. Okay. I could feel another fuzzy or something, or dog hair on my face, like, threatening to go up into my eyeball. Alright. So, so much Risei is happening on my list, so I'm gonna save real quick. So, we're gonna go into town. Oh no! Risei's on the... She's in the school building somewhere. Usually, right? God, everybody's here. I feel like Yukiko is down here. If somebody actually knows where Risei is. Because I was like, I know she, like, hangs out in, like, the middle of the street in the shopping district a lot. But I don't know if that's just... I don't remember if that's just, like, on weekends and other random free-timey bits. I guess I'll go into town. I know she's out on the roof. Roof is where Chie hangs out. I'm gonna go to the shopping district. We'll see if Marie's out, because I know that's a rarity. Okay, Marie's not out. There's no music. And Risei's not chilling here. I could go clear the fox. I don't like that the music stopped. This is, like, really disconcerting. Oh, I should go get bugs. I'm gonna get bugs. First floor with Yukiko? Okay, yeah, please double check. Because if that's where she is, then I can't get her today, which sucks. Okay, give me bugs. Alright, here we go. Catch bugs. Yeah, perfect timing. Blathers will be thrilled, right? Yeah, I got Cricket, Locust, Cricket, Ladybug. Oh, I got like a whole slew of things. Okay, great. There's no Marie. I don't know where Rise is. Let's... Well, yeah, we'll call the Fox, I guess. She's available Friday through Sunday. Oh, okay, yep, and it's Tuesday. So, Fox it is! I do have a culture club on my list. Oh, I don't have my notebook. Where's my notebook? Because I don't remember which days culture club are. Oh, no! Hold on. I know I said I wasn't going to run away from the stream anymore. I'm not running away. I'm just standing up. I'm hoping I don't have to run away. I just knocked my Elgato over because it's still connected. All right, there we go. Huaba. Okay. Yes. Did that, whichever one it was. Don't remember. Jim made another mess. I'm just a disaster today. Okay. Fox is howling. I can sense his gratitude. It's wonderful. Like 6 is pretty good. Take that. Yes, give me a discount, because I've actually been using that a lot. It's getting late, decided to go home, yeah, so I'll have to get my next quest later. Notebook.
Welcome back.
Hey, Nanako. Oh, good, we could have another awkward encounter. Hey, first, let me save. I'm gonna check the fridge. Nothing catches my eye, great. I'm sure, yeah, I have multiple Nanakos on here. Sure! But I also don't want James to miss how uncomfortable these gets. She has a drinking problem, she can't get it in her mouth. Yeah, it's just on the counter, it's on the table. It's on the floor. Alright. I can't do that, can't do that. I could go looking for... Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do Nanako again. Because she's here. Oh, it's actually not going to advance yet. I'm gonna wait. Oh, God, that hurts. Just because I know on weekends I can get group things and that might push it. Okay. So, let's... What did we say today? Today is Tuesday. Oh, I can't even go to the hospital. It's not even an option. We'll go see if Adachi's downtown. Try to get some more of those out. Okay, but I can't spend time with him. That's fine. We could go to the hospital. No, we can't go to the hospital. I just said that. We could go to the pub. We could go work there. Maybe get a good little stat boost. Oh! Oh! Upside down card is here! Except, I can't progress normal people's stuff at night. So you have... No, I can't, but I can't go to the hospital because it's Tuesday. Oh, I could read! No, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work at the pub. Okay, yes. At some point I need to go through the rest of, like, the weapons on here. So yeah, I don't have enough for any of these right now. Wait to figure out if any of them are worth getting stuff. Yes, I'm going to work. We're gonna do this. Give me a stat that I need! I don't think I need a diligence. Today's patron is only a grumbling young man. You go to clear the grumbling young man's glass. He looks at you as if he wants you to listen. Decide to listen to his complaints about his job. Your understanding's increased, yes? Dang it, okay. That's pretty good money. I'll take that. Alright, Wednesday. So Wednesday could be a hospital day. Spaghetti-O. Yeah, it's okay. I've got an accurate list, Carl. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll spend time with her. Oh no. Oh no. I'll see you later. All right. Whoopsie doodles. Class is vented for the day. Waiting for Naoto to recover. Recall that you've already made plans for someone. You should be oh, I thought we were gonna like skip class. That's why I felt like I had to say yes right then. I told you she would be right back. It's not a soccer day.
Yo.
What's up? Class had a guest speaker in the auditorium today, so... Oh yeah, you guys are both on the soccer team, huh? Hey, isn't Ibahara your manager? Seriously, damn, now I'm jealous. Ibahara, oh her, she's never around. Probably because she's always on the prowl for guys. Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Yeah, I heard she's pretty loose. Oh, I'm not... Doesn't she look like she's got a sugar daddy or two? Oh, no! I, like, read the sentence before I read it. I hate that happened. Yeah, she's stacking the paper. I wonder how much she gets paid. Damn, dude, don't hold back or anything. Think it's a cheaper market out here in the boonies? I don't know, man. This is premium grade high school tale we're talking about. Oh my god! I hate this! I hate this! Alright, I'm not reading any of this out loud. Okay, the game cut it off. Dear fuck. Stop them! Why would I ignore them? Stop them! Conversation stopped abruptly. Seems Daisuke was also offended. Knock it off, guys. Maybe someone should spread some rumors about you and we'll see how you like it. Okay, but like, you didn't tell them to knock it off until I did, so like also fuck you. But we just throw everybody in jail, yes. All of you, straight to jail. Oh. Alright, oh shit, I'm gonna be late for the meeting. Fuck all of you. And like also fuck you.
Sorry.
Sounds like they've got the hots for our manager. Well, yeah, you should be sorry, but, like, not to me. I'm talking like that at the practice, too. Why didn't you stop them? You are almost as guilty. Don't worry, I'll yell at them later, man. Oh, fuck off.
See ya.
Please tell me she, like, heard this. And also hates him. Oh, yeah, she was just right fucking there. Oh, hi. Hi. I know she heard, like, if this was me in real life, I'd just be like, hey, let's go. And, like, we would talk about it some more. Like, clearly she heard. But, like, this also seems insensitive with how the game handles things, so. Please feel free to quote 232 in chat, it's weird. I feel like I need to make a command for that. Hold on. Where's something I can write on and write with? Oh hey, it's the... So I wrote down, apparently on a random sticky note, which stats I still hadn't maxed out. And also I wrote hanging out with Teddy on the same one. Don't know what that's about. That's fine. Let's see. No, a command, I need to set up a command on my stream deck. Is what I need to be able to hit a button and make a thing happen. Yeah. Did you hear them? They were practically yelling. It's not like that kind of stuff really bothers me. Yeah, you look very nonplussed by this. I expect it. They don't even know me. Why should I care what they think? I'm fine. I'm fine. But thanks. I blushes happily. I feel like you understand I even more now. Jesus. I hate it. I hate it. Great. I'm gonna head home. And you're gonna walk with me. Yeah, I don't want to leave you...
Goodbye.
Oh, I don't want to leave you walking by yourself right now.
Oh, welcome home, Big Frog.
That was so much. I went shopping today. The fridge is full of food. Oh, we're not going to the hospital. I have to cook. Insert Breaking Bad reference here. Okay, we saved, so if I fuck it up... Okay. Please be something that I've heard of before. Surprisingly, you have the ingredients to make... That's not a real word. That can't be a real word. That's too many letters. No. Yeah, I decided to make whatever that is. Vidi Vidi Vici, I don't know. It's a cold potato soup. That sounds terrible. What should you add to potato to make a soup? Some kind of liquid? Lots of water, lots of milk, lots of white wine. I imagine... Like, this is just boiling potato. Say fucking milk. Sure, milk. I make soups with milk. I want it to be wine. Dude! I'm picturing... Like... I think this would actually be terrible. If I'm being completely honest. But I think there'll be a brief moment where your brain goes, holy fuck, is that wine? When you bite into potato. I'm gonna go with milk. Dish is finally cooked. Came out perfect, it looks delicious! Yes! I still don't know what it is. Oh, I mean, I know what it is. It told me it's a cold potato soup. But, like, also, like, I'm eating, like, cold, milky... it's potato cereal. I made potato cereal. That's what it is. I have potato cereal. Yeah, who would I like to have lunch with? I'll hang out with, yeah, we'll hang out with my girlfriend. We'll do that. You ate lunch with Rise. Here, have some of my potato cereal.
This is so good.
I'm just gonna let that one go. I'm just gonna let it go. Yep. That hit the spot. Great. Yep. Yeah, I feel the relationship's gonna come closer soon. Awesome. Great. Alright, we said I can only get to resave Friday through Sunday. So I can't do any of those. Today's a Thursday. Culture Club is on Thursday, and that is on my list. So we are gonna go to Culture Club. This way. Is it this room? That's the sewing room. No. I went the wrong way. This one. This is the one I want. Alright. It won't become closer yet, that's fine. Yeah, spend time in the drama club. Knock it off the list! Great, we're practicing. We practice a variety of emotions. I don't give a shit about expressions, so this was kind of great. I decided to go see her at the hospital, so now we're just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna leave and then turn around and come back. She is not having any of this. Dear Lord, that was so uncomfortable. Alright.
You're back.
Alright. I can work at the hospital today. But I also have a Dojima on my list that is higher on the list than the hospital. And Dojima is not always here. So, Dojima.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm bored, sure. Oh god. Oh, we're gonna have development! Oh no. Alright. Yep, we're gonna spend time. Can we talk about how you're such a shitty dad? That Nanako said you're not her real father, and you're like, yeah, that tracks. Are we gonna talk about that? Probably not. Probably talking about your dead wife. Tucker's having a hard time with this code. I still have some things I need to do, so I can't spend too much time with you. Yeah, you look real fucking busy. No, not this music again! Looks like data about cars.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry, but my hands are full here. You weren't doing this! And then I said we should spend time together, and you went, you're right! Sorry, my hands are really full right now. I don't got time. What is this? Want some coffee. That's my job. Don't worry about it. Oh, so you can do some of your household duties. Yeah, I was just thinking about this when talking with Nanako just now. Really? You were talking with your daughter? Oh, yeah, I don't believe you. I feel like she's changed a bit lately. Yeah, she's tired of your shit. I don't know how to put it. She's stronger. Yeah, because she's raising herself and she's 4. I feel like I'm being left behind. Because, no! Like, you abandoned her and she's not waiting for you. That's different. Ever since you came, this house has become, well, homey. Yeah! Because someone is making an effort here! I'm so angry at this entire exchange. The house isn't just a big box, it's a place for a family to live together. Laughing, crying, fighting, spending most of your lives together. A warm place. Forgot what that was like. I wanted to get that back more than anything, and yet I feel like I've been dodging it the whole time. Do you understand why? Do you understand why? I did just save, right? I'm pretty sure I just saved. I think the card is gonna flip, but I'm calling him a fucking coward. Never mind. You punk, you nailed it. I didn't expect him to agree with me. Gonna be real? Gonna be real. That's it exactly. Tojima's smiling peacefully. What, are we in the upside down? What's happening? We've been in the same place, but we weren't connected. You brought the two of us together. The rest is my problem. Where do I draw the line with this? You felt Tojima's quiet determination. Oh god, now a flower's gonna show up, bullet hell's gonna happen. God, rank 8, Jesus! That's so many ranks! I do not need more Toshima's too powerful! Oh god, no! Logic! Screw this, I'm drinking tonight. No? Don't? You're drinking with me. Alcohol-free, of course. Okay, good. You passed out before me and you're under arrest. Got it? Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck? You drank with Tojima until he passed out and went to your room. Okay. This is phrased poorly. It sounds like Dojima went to my room. It sounds like... It sounds like Dojima passed out in my room. Okay. Jesus. Yo! Reyes Polo! 1984, thank you for that follow. Alright, today's the autumnal equinox. You have the day off from school. Dude, we just have days off for everything. I love this. All I can do right now is wait for Naoto's recovery. Great. What should you do today? I have so many Riseis on my list. So, it's a holiday, but hopefully she's out. Or, like, yeah, like, available. Yes! Harvest the veggies! Veggies. 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 Alright. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight.
Yummy.
Okay, great. Oh, we got more go-homes. I think I'm good on those. Let's seedling. I feel like I still had a lot of... Yeah, eggplant. Do the eggplant. Because I don't know when that's going to start being a problem.
Come on, grow.
Yeah, just yell at them. And then they'll work. That works for things, right? Okay, great. Let's go look for my girlfriend. What seeds you got? Hook me up. I'm okay. Go to town, yes, please. Girlfriend. Oh, but Marie's also out. Ah, shit. Hey! James, thank you. All right. Hello?
Hello, everyone. I love coming into just a long expletive. It's like, it's...
That's a really good approximation of what you've missed.
Oh,
So,
really? It's been that awesome?
Nanako ran away.
What?
Nanako ran away. She's back, but she ran away.
She ran... What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Dojima sucks ass.
Well, these are things that we're aware of.
Yeah. She did the whole "you're not my real dad" yelling, and then ran away.
Well, lovely.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like we've gotten off to an emotionally easy game after for both of us.
Yeah. So there was that. Fuck. What else? Something else happened. I don't remember what it was, but there has been a lot of yelling. So I came to town. The reason you just came in on yelling is I was like, oh, I have so many Riseis on my list. She should be available today. And as I was running towards here, I saw Marie. And that's why I went, fuck, like, Marie, like, because she's not here all the time. So that's why I was just swearing just now. So, there you go.
Decisions.
Like, on the one hand, I know you've impressed upon me that I need to I need to phrase this very carefully.
Okay.
I need
choose your words carefully,
I need to
Jen.
progress the social link for Marie as much as I can when I see her. And since she's not around all the time, I feel like I should probably do that and save Risei for later. So I think I'm gonna do that. But girlfriend.
Okay.
I have, first of all, so many redemptions for girlfriend. And also, I just like her.
Well, how about this? What is let's compare their social link ranks right
Okay.
now.
So we got Risei's at 6.
Okay.
Marie is also at 6.
Okay. Here's a fun fact while you're in the screen. If you click details, it will tell you where you are with their social link, like what was the last thing that happened.
Oh,
I didn't know if you knew that.
What? What? Oh my god! I also thought I was about to flip Dojima's card, and instead he was like, no, you're absolutely right, because I called him a fucking coward. So I was like, I saved, and I was like, we gotta see what happens. I was like, he's gonna get so mad. He's like, oh no, you're absolutely right, I'm a big old coward. And I was shocked. I didn't expect that. I didn't know that this was a thing! This is wild!
Nothing like figuring these things out near the end-ish of the game? Who knows?
I like this one! Risei has proposed to you! Oh, yes!
Well, how about this? Why don't we do Risei first, so we clear some we clear some rupees, and then we'll do Marie. We'll do a Risei Marie alternating.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Cause I don't know how much she's gonna be available. So.
But before we do that, Just a Middle Daughter wants to say hello to everyone. Can you say hello, everyone? Can you say it a little louder? There you are.
Hi.
Miss Jen. Say, how are you?
You.
I'm good. How are you?
You.
Say fine, thank you.
Did you have a good day?
Yes.
Did you have fun today? You know, she had the most wonderful dream. What did you dream about last night? What were you doing in your dream last night? You were sleeping. She had a dream about sleeping, which is the most marvelous dream ever.
So good. That's double sleep. That's so much sleep. I love it.
We love sleeping. Do you like having a bedtime and reading books and going to bed? Oh, that was the correct answer. Very good. Can you say good night to everyone?
Good night.
Good night.
And we're good.
If you dream about sleeping, do you get twice as rested? I feel like you should.
I think that's very true because she has an abundance of energy.
Oh, senpai.
Oh, all right. We're gonna go hang out with my girlfriend who proposed to me, I guess.
Yeah, she's just very progressive like that. You know?
I mean, like good for her. I guess good for me. Oh, good. Our relationship's gonna become closer. It better, because we're engaged. So. Oh, and Jeff is here again, which is good because one of the things on my sticky note, I specifically was like, I'm waiting till James is here to talk about this thing. But it will pertain to Jeff because it's why I'm mad at Tucker.
Uh-oh.
So you saw my picture of the sticky note.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which one it was, you know?
So let's start hanging out with my fiance, and then hopefully in a second I will get to tell this story. Because we started the stream with Puppy Cam, and I started with Griff, and then I was like, hold on, let me pick up the puppy I'm mad at. And he was like, why are you mad at him? And I was like, we'll talk about it later.
You can't be mad at those puppies.
I can kind of be mad. I have a load of laundry going on right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah! Oh, it reminds me, if we take a break, I need to switch things into the dryer. Chat, if we end the stream and we haven't taken a break, remind me that I have wet clothes in the washer that I need to move so they don't sit there overnight.
Here, no, Jen, I have an even better idea.
Yeah?
There you go. Now it's on your list.
Oh god. Here's the problem is my list is so long I have to it doesn't show up all on my screen. So I'm afraid I'm gonna 1, not see that, and 2, next stream be without you at the start and be like, what the fuck is the laundry free time? Oh no, oh we're buying clothes for me. Oh no.
Makeover montage.
Oh god. I'll put together the best outfit for you, so be prepared. Oh no. Already checked out most of the stores. First is over there. Oh no, we're gonna see you on an ad. Oh no, it's you've been replaced. All right, there's probably a lot of feelings happening right now. That store's sign is a girl who was at the agency with me. Konami Mashita. She was my junior. She was cute, so I figured she would sell. That's good, isn't it? If some other girl takes off, I'm sure the agency will leave me alone. Okay. Yes, great. Uh-oh. No, don't. Over here, conversation between some teenagers. Man, the last conversation we overheard between teenagers was very inappropriate and terrible, so I'm nervous about this.
This is also the same spot that you got a reversal of the social link. That's just like bad juju in this spot.
Yeah.
A lot of bad energy.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad energy between that and yeah, that was the other thing I was yelling about is I got to listen to a bunch of fellow students talk about the manager and say a lot of really unsavory things about her. So while she was listening, it was great. Huh. It's crazy that she's still in middle school. Oh my god! This is so bad! I like how she's not so fake like Rosette. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, she's like plain and honest. Somewhere between a little sister and the girl next door. Like the kind of girl you want to protect. Oh my god.
I like how Rise is going to be like, I'm never going to think of this spot without thinking of that conversation, and your character's like, I've had so many bad conversations in this spot, I don't know where to file this.
We might as well be in front of the broccoli right now.
We should. I mean, what are shrubs other than inedible broccoli?
Yeah, I'm fake. That's the role I played. It was all an act, everything. Hey, all that stuff about Konami is an act too. Okay, you good? Do you wanna go get an ice cream?
Want some McDonald's?
I don't wanna be here. Oh my god.
I guess you're stuck with a pop collar for a while.
Risa dragged you back here. Why? She gonna throw my body in the river? What's up? Your shoulders should not be able to... This is, I think, the first time we've seen the side profile, the stance she does all the time. That arm, her arm that shouldn't bend like that where it's bending.
It's yoga, you know, a lot of the models do it so they can fit into their costumes.
Oh, God. Senpai, are you happy right now? Do you like being with me? Uh-oh. Like this, the way we are now? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Oh, hey, villain. What's up? You like having such a cute underclassman, right? I'm an ex-idol, after all. I'm miserable. I'm assuming that would flip her card. I say that part doesn't matter, because in my head, the way this should be interpreted is like, it doesn't matter that you're an ex-idol, I just think I like you, but I'm afraid the game will be like,
I don't care that you're cute, I just care that you're an idol.
Right? Like, I'm afraid. I'm gonna click it, because of how I intend it, and we'll just go back if I have to. Yeah, of course not. What am I saying? You see me as Rise, huh? The real me. Oh, she seems anxious for some reason. Why would she be anxious? She's already proposed to me. What else is there?
Well, Jen, when a man and a woman love each other...
Oh, God. Oh, no. Not here on the road in front of the school next to the riverbank.
Down by the river? Gotta get back on the right track.
Oh, no. My condensation... I condensated all over my notebook. Oh, no. Go away.
I'll leave that there.
Really sorry.
Oh,
Hey, Nanako. I can only handle one awkward conversation at a time. I'm gonna need you to go home, please.
Big Daff? Oh, she's down by the river. Dear.
Are you going home?
Yeah.
Good. Yes, please go. Oh, I know. Hey, Nanako, do you know who Konami Mashita is? Konami Mashita. Oh, you mean Kanamin? Yeah, I know her. Some of my friends like her. I told them Risa-chan's way better. There you go. You do? Yep. Thanks. I'm totally different from how I am on TV. You must be disappointed. Nope. I like you. Oh my god. That means you like the me over here, huh? Oh god, we already are having issues explaining to Nanako what real dad means. I don't want to start with real me as well. Like, I can't.
I really wish that you had this social link immediately before Nanako's so that like everything tied in. It's like, oh my gosh, Rise set this into motion.
Yeah, it's all Rise's fault. I like you, that's all. Oh my god. Oh no, the music's fading out. Okay, it stayed. It's fine. I like you too.
Yay!
Oh my god, yay. The show's about to start. I'm going home now. What fucking show? What show? What was that?
Maybe Neo Featherman. Who knows?
Quit so I wouldn't have to think about stuff like this. I have no regrets about show. No regrets? None, really? I wouldn't want to go back. Why would I sacrifice my real self? I just want to become a Risei who's needed by the ones who see the real me, like you, Senpai. That's the me I want to be. It's the truth. Okay? Yes. Give me that social link!
That passionate will.
I should not have been drinking. Ah!
You okay over there,
I'm
champ?
good. I'm good. There might be some whiskey, like, not quite in my nose, but, like, a little higher up than it should be. We're okay.
So, any particular whiskey and or mix you're drinking tonight?
So I'm drinking, there's a whiskey I like, it's called Starward. It's from Australia. And it's got, like, more kind of, like, fruity, like, kind of, like, cherry undertones to it. Jeff doesn't like it as much. It's so I'm mostly the one who drinks it. But I quite enjoy it in a old-fashioned, so.
Oh, excellent drink.
Yeah. Risei's determination in battle has been enhanced! She will periodically aid you during battle. Oh, hell yeah. She'll aid me in various ways. That's very open-ended, but okay. She looks helpless? Well, like I gotta. Like, here's the other problem I have. Is if this were me, I would want to be like, cheer me up. Moving closer, like this is not the emotional state to be putting the moves on. Like, it's not. It's like, I'm having a time. I need you to keep in your pants and be worried about me and my emotional well-being for a second. But
well, then cheer her up then. If that's what you, Jen, would do in this moment or would want in this moment.
Here's the thing: is I feel like the game is a trap. And if I do that, I think I'm shutting down my romance forever. I certainly should not laugh it off. I can confidently say that. I'm gonna do it.
No.
That's so much blushing. That's so much blushing. Oh god. Oh, maybe I'm in the mood to be close to you right now. Fucking hell. I hate it. I hate that I just did this. I hate it. Oh god. Are we done? Are we done? Oh, I'm sorry for being so selfish today. Yes, you should be. When I was working, I met lots of people, but the cost of free time to meet people outside of work. I had no free time at all. So you should just do all your work in a single afternoon like I do, and then you end up with like 2 months of free time.
Maybe she should have practiced playing Persona 3 before moving to Inaba, you know?
Maybe.
She would have had better time management skills.
Maybe. Oh god, the blushing is hard and yep. Just stay with me just a little longer. Yep.
I'll see you later, Senpai.
Oh, we stayed together until it got dark.
Oh, the old lady came by like, ho
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Yeah, welcome home. I've got to go up to my room now. Okay, we are gonna save. And we're...
Said that a little too quickly, Jen.
I need to go to the hospital. Bye. Oh fuck.
Something lasts more than 4 hours. You gotta race to the hospital right now.
All right. So while Jeff is here, so we're going to the hospital, which I guess is a good segue into the story I need to tell about Tucker. So I took the dogs for a walk.
As you do.
As you do, and as dogs do. One of them pooped. while we were walking. Tucker refused. He will not poop unless he's on a walk. He won't do it. So you have to take him for a walk. So the fact that it like rained for a week straight was bad because he also hates the rain. It got real dicey. So I walk them. He poops. I do the responsible thing. I pull out the little poopy bag, and pick it up, tie it off, and like there's a little thing on the leash handle that you can like clip it into, so you don't have to like actively carry the poop bag by hand. It's like, all right, cool, it's on here, and I'll get it out of the way, and everything's fine. So Jeff isn't here right now. I'm walking two dogs, so I have two leashes, and they like to like intertwine themselves with each other's leashes constantly. And a very rapid series of events happened.
Okay, I am seated.
We were walking.
We were walking.
And I have the poop bag dangling from one of the leash handles.
The used poop bag.
The used poop bag, currently containing poop.
Okay.
And they see another dog.
Okay.
And they're like, oh my god, dog. And try to run, like go up and say hi. But I happen to know this dog. Very tiny dog, doesn't fully have all their shots yet. They cannot say hi yet. They can't say hi yet. So I'm trying to pull them back. And what happens is the two of them tangle themselves in such a way that, and they do it so quickly, that one of the leashes caught, like the poop bag got caught between the two leashes, and then one of them jerked, so it ripped the bag open while swinging it around in a circle, so it flung poop everywhere. It was on the sidewalk, it was on the grass, it was on my shoes, it was on my shorts, it was on my shirt, it was all over my hand, because my hand is right next to where it exploded.
Oh no.
It was everywhere.
You know, that, first off, horrible. I'm sorry you went through that.
It was not good. And we were at the furthest point from home when it happened. Like, you couldn't just be like, I'll turn around and go home. Like, we were at the perfect halfway point.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's just, whew.
It was fun. It was great. It was super great.
Yeah, you know, when I saw that on your Post-it note, I honestly thought that it was in reference to the thing that I posted in Mod Chat. What was it, earlier today or the day before, about the Nashville bar?
Yeah, I don't know when that was, but yeah.
Yeah, so for those listening at home, this is how I know things are getting back to normal, at least here in Nashville. There was a news post that a particular patron of a bar in downtown Nashville, and I don't want to say the name of the bar, but it rhymes with Kid Rock's Honky Tonk Car. The person got so excited that they removed their colostomy bag and started waving it around like a lasso, spraying everyone in the bar. And police had to arrest the man, and then the news article went into the extra detail of saying that the police officers had to change, bathe, and then before they could go back to work. So I think things are returning to normal, whether they should or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot about normal that we don't need back.
Yeah.
And colostomy bag lassos are certainly on that list of things we could go without.
Yeah. But you know what? That did give us, Just a Middle Wife and I, another way of talking about someone who talks too much, because everyone has heard of word vomit, and I think some people have heard of verbal diarrhea. I think colostomy bag lasso is the third tier of those three levels now.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of colostomy bags, I wonder how terrible this interaction with the nurse is going to be.
Well, she's not saying anything, so that's positive.
Are we done here? Did something happen? Yeah, I'll say that.
Stop.
Do you think you're some kind of counselor now?
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to be a caring human being. Fuck me, I guess.
Do you know how many people I'm helping right now?
Yeah.
Literally, look at all of these tarot cards I'm helping.
There's no point in taking it out on you. Thank you. See, you don't even need a counselor. You recognize this by yourself. That'll be $400. That part of the counselor's sticking around.
How does that make you feel?
I just got a call from the hospital I last worked at. The patient I was assigned to died. He was still just a little child. Like, okay, like a child, or like you'd still hit on him child? Because I'm also a child. He always said he wanted to go to school, but it looks like he'll never get that chance. Oh, so like little. All right, I feel slightly bad about the thing I just said.
Well, the music is cueing you in that you should be feeling bad right now.
Yeah. He proposed to me, all right. Told him I'd think about it when he became an adult. Okay, well, you're not waiting for me to become an adult. I can't stop myself from making these comments. That says a lot about you. I feel like you should know. I forgot about him. Doesn't sound like you did. When I transferred here, I was so busy, I thought about him once in a while, but soon I just forgot. He was fighting for his life that entire time. Oh, she's actually fucking crying! Think about what you did. Jesus! Don't blame yourself. Like, it's not your fault he died. Of course I blamed myself. Alright. Well, I tried. That'll be $400. When a patient gets better, I get left behind, but now I'm the one who left a patient behind. This is true. You were really upset about this before. How's it feel to have the shoes on the other foot? Should have been something I could have done. Psycho seems to be tormenting herself. Say something? I'm sorry. I'm glad you came today. I don't like that smile, or that laugh, or whatever. The vocal smile. I forgot words.
The vocal smile.
That's what laughing is now. It's a vocal smile. Sayaka looks at you needily. No!
No, like, she's a nurse. She has needles.
Yeah,
you know? Needly.
I was just about to make the same joke. I love it. Oh. Alright, well, did it. Great.
You should keep the. I think you should keep the Devil Arcana parked at a 6. That just seems appropriate.
That really does feel appropriate.
Goodbye now.
Yes, money. Money good. I'll take that.
I like how the chat is still going through different euphemisms for a colostomy bag lasso, and I for one appreciate it.
All right, so what else do we have on our lists?
Well, I have a ton of D&D stuff, which I know we tend to hold off on till later. But so like I wrote some things down before our game because I didn't know like how much was going to happen in our game and if we would have enough to talk about. And I think we have enough to talk about from our last game.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hi, Josh.
But I figured E3 is coming up.
Okay.
Your online name is The Low Zelda. I feel like it would be remiss of us not to at least acknowledge that there may be Breath of the Wild 2 at E3, maybe, and what we would like to see from that game when it eventually ever comes out.
So, I feel like, when did we first see... We initially saw Breath of the Wild 2 stuff at 2019 E3? Or was it last year?
No, it was 2019, because
Okay.
I felt like it just happened, and then I came down to visit, and also RTX, so like I felt like we speculated a lot. Like I got off the plane, you picked me up at the airport, and it was immediately, did you see that trailer? I mean, it wasn't immediately
that
like
does
but-
sound very familiar, yes. Yeah, so I feel like there will be an acknowledgement of it. I think at best it would be something for the holiday. Nintendo has been pretty good about showing stuff at E3. Like they seem to have like two kind of time windows for how far ahead of time they'll show something versus when they expect to be able to put it out. And it's either, here's a Nintendo Direct, it's out next month, or here's this thing, and in 2 years, you'll see it again when we're ready to do it. And so I'm thinking, like, if that was 2019, there will probably be an acknowledgement of it. I feel like we might get it for holiday. my worry is that, like, they can't change the formula of Breath of the Wild too much. So, like, we're probably looking at more several tiny dungeons rather than, like, a dungeon, like in traditional Zelda stuff. So I'm just kind of like, as far as what to expect for it, I think it'll feel like just, like, a lot of the same. And it's be like, cool, we've expanded the story, without actually getting any... I don't think it'll feel like a different game. I think it'll feel like I just, like, booted up Breath of the Wild. They're like, oh, here's a very large DLC, is kind of what I'm expecting it to be.
I think that's fair to have that expectation, because at the very least, if it exceeds your expectations, then awesome. But if you shoot too high and then it doesn't succeed, oh, hey, Marie.
Yeah.
And then it comes up. So what I think, like, in terms of releasing, my gut is telling me that it's going to be a launch title for the Switch Pro whenever that comes out.
Okay.
I think that would make total sense. Like, if they're making a bigger version of Breath of the Wild, it would make total sense to put it on new hardware and to help sell the Switch Pro, because I don't know how many people would go out and line up to get a Switch Pro when they already have a Switch.
Yeah.
But if you say, hey, new Zelda game's on it, everyone's going to be like, okay, Nintendo, here's my money.
Yeah, that's true.
Hurry, let's go.
Yeah, I don't remember what timeline I've seen for the expectation for the Switch Pro either. If that's supposed to be something around holiday, in which case then, like, yeah, that'd just be more evidence to that. Yeah, I think we'll see something at E3. I don't think we'll see a lot. I feel like we might see some kind of teaser trailer, and if it is going to be something that releases by the end of the year, when we get, like, that Nintendo Direct that tends to happen in, like, October, that's when we'll, like, actually see things.
Yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic that they might change up Breath of the Wild just enough for it to be better. Because I felt like Nintendo, or at least the Zelda series, they're always really good about getting fan feedback. Like, even starting from Ocarina of Time. Like, you go from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask, which was a much darker game, much more mature game, even though it's still Child Link. And then you went from a dark game to probably the happiest, cheeriest game of cel-shaded Link and what was it? Wind Waker.
I don't get it.
And then the fans were like, nah, you know what? That was too cel-shaded. So they went for Twilight Princess, which I think is probably my favorite in the series in terms of Zelda games. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, fans are like, hey, could we have, like, a little bit more story? Maybe something a little bit more about Zelda. And, you know, Midna's a wonderful character and all, but, you know, we're playing Legend of Zelda, not Legend of Midna. And then you get Skyward Sword, which was a heavily railroaded game that was full of lore and story, but, you know, very railroaded into that story. And fans were like, who railroad? And then Nintendo Breath complete off. So if their track record holds, that they'll take in some of the feedback, like maybe some real dungeons, maybe not 120 shrines where 60 of them are tests of strength. Maybe an interactable Zelda that's not flashbacks.
Yeah.
Like that would be the... I'm sorry, go on,
No,
Jen.
you go ahead.
Like, that would be the best. Like, if you still had the Breath of the Wild formula, but Zelda was a travel companion where you can switch off. Like, she has the Sheikah Slate now, so if you wanted to still do mines and cryosis and time freezing, you would switch to Zelda. And then if you wanted to do whatever Link does, like climb mountains or whatever that goofy thing is with his arm, whatever that will do, you can switch to
Goofy
FCR.
thing with his arm? What does that mean?
Well, like in the trailer, he absorbs this like green arm thing, and his arm becomes like all glowy, like Dr. Manhattan from.
Okay, yes, I do remember this now. Okay.
Yeah. So, hopefully.
So I would love for there to be an actually interactable Zelda. Here's the thing: is like, to a certain degree, I agree that, like, yeah, all of the main console Zelda games seem to have taken at least some of the fan response of the previous iteration into account when they did things, to a certain degree. But none of them have ever been direct sequels before. None of those are direct sequels.
Would you say Majora's Mask is a direct sequel? of
No, and that is a conversation that requires a whiteboard, some red string, and a whole lot more time than we have.
Really? Oh, I think we have. It's only 8:30, Jen. We gotta-
There's a lot there. I would say Majora's Mask is probably the closest you can get to there being a direct sequel. But even calling that a direct sequel gets weird because one, it can only be direct after one of the possible timelines, and then there's definitely enough references in there where it makes it sound like it could be direct. But then there's just a lot of weird shit in that game that also makes no sense. But this is like literally, it's like this is Breath of the Wild. Now it's a second Breath of the Wild. It's like these are literally like one right after the other. And we even saw that kind of in the trailer. So it's like they can't change too much because that requires like changing the world they've already established. Doing all these other Zelda things that appear at random points in the timeline and whatever. You could say like, yes, things have happened to this world to make it change over the decades or centuries or millennia or whatever that have happened in between. So like all these shrines are all dormant underground and like they're not a thing. And then there's just these big old dungeons, and now it's like late enough where like those dungeons are all gone. They've all deteriorated. Like here's these other things. You know, whatever order you want to put stuff in, you're like, cool. Enough time has passed that like civilization has effectively started over in because of we keep destroying it because we're dumb, I guess. So like that tracks, but it's like this is being like Breath of the Wild 2. It's like cool. You're talking like maybe. If it's not even immediate, it might be like a couple years past. I don't know. But it's like you can't be like, cool, all those shrines that were there still have to be there. The divine beasts like are probably not completely destroyed. There's no way we're gonna suddenly be like, oh, the thing we spent so long working on, turns out there's more. There's more of them. We had no idea. It's just somehow, over a couple hundred years, we just didn't realize there were more than 4 of these divine. Like, there's things that were already established that, like, cannot reasonably change without throwing away the lore you've already established is supposed to be true for this world.
Yep. So, based on the reception of the lore of Breath of the Wild, how many Zelda fans do you think would be disappointed if they threw out Breath of the Wild lore and used that engine to build like a more proper Zelda game? Like maybe if a snow dungeon was just like hidden behind layers of ice and an earthquake revealed the entrance to a temple that you just didn't know was there. You couldn't get to it. Or you could swim underwater and you're like, oh, there's a water temple that I could never get to because you couldn't dive in that game. Maybe something like that. I'm grasping at straws, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm really hoping they throw in some like legit dungeons from ye olden days.
Yeah, here's the thing, is we've been over the fact that like I was not a big fan of Breath of the Wild. So like I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild too. I'm gonna play it, but I'm not like, hell yeah, Zelda game. Well, I'm just kind of like, eh. So it's like I would love to see a more traditional Zelda elements show back up. I would like there to be between 6 and 9 like legitimate dungeons of things, whatever. Like I would love to see that. On the flip side, if they did that, I'm still gonna be able to look at it and go, this was shoehorned in because this is not the world that has been established, and they just kind of like chucked it in there to say that they did. Like, we would have to go fully somewhere else for any of that to track. For us to be like, we are leaving the entirety of what we have determined as Hyrule in the original Breath of the Wild. We are going to a completely different continent because there's something we need to look for there. Then they could maybe be like, yeah, this is where all that old stuff is. This is where your traditional dungeons are and stuff like that. How
wild would that be if they actually did that? If they had the balls to do that,
right? So it's like, on the one hand, I'd be like, that's a really easy cop-out, but on the other hand, it's like, all right, cool, well, you haven't destroyed the lore of your world, you just took the cop-out way to, like, fix the fact that you shouldn't have done that to begin with.
I
Yeah.
have a great idea, Jen.
Oh.
What if, to save development time, you reuse the assets, but you went into a parallel world where everyone looks the same, but they're not the same people? Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
never been done before.
Absolutely not. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up on the chat real quick. We had a going away dinner for a coworker tonight. Sprinkled middle finger confetti all over the table at the restaurant. Sassy, please tell me you took a picture of it. Was it good? Like, are we talking like paper confetti, or was it like the good metallic confetti? And is it worth buying to put in dice? These are very important questions. So I've just been clicking through the dialogue happening in the game, and I looked down to see what Teddy has currently said.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That's.
Yep. I don't think you need me to give context to that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
And
Yukiko was there. Yeah.
Oh boy. Didn't they do something like that for the train one? First of all, fuck the train one. Spirit Tracks is the worst game in the entire Zelda series. Close second is Phantom Hourglass, but Spirit Tracks is the only game I have ever disliked enough to stop playing.
Joe, you know better.
There are games I've accidentally stopped playing, so I'm just like, I'm kind of like, it's not really like grabbing my attention anymore, and there's other things I want to play. Like that's happened. I've just like naturally fallen off of a game. I got so mad at how bad it was, I made the conscious decision to stop playing it and sold it back to a GameStop or whatever.
Wow, that's a very old-timey sentence to say.
Right? I hate that game. It's so bad. Zelda is such a whiny, helpless. They threw out everything that there ever was positive about Zelda the character, and just made her just like, oh my god, this is hard, and I don't like this, and I just want you to fix everything for me. I'm the princess. And I was like, this is the fucking worst. I don't even know how far into the game I was. And as mad as I always got at the Wind Waker sailing mechanic, using the actual fucking train was worse. Which feels weird to say, because at least the train was efficient. It didn't take forever. Like Wind Waker, my big complaint was like, oh my god, this just takes so long to get anywhere. Why? Like there's no reason for it to take this long, other than the fact that they just arbitrarily put these things on opposite ends of the map, and we're like, guess you gotta take a boat.
Look at this world we've built. Yeah, it's a lot to do in this world. Oh, look, there's a Octorok.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was like, and at least it had great music, and like there were random things to like see and find. So I'm like, okay, cool. The fucking train sucked ass. The character of Zelda sucked ass. The dungeons sucked ass. I was like, no, the villain was atrocious. And I was like, no, this game is terrible. The game sucks. The game sucks. And now Teddy's talking about the power of love. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I don't even know what we were talking about before I started yelling about about Spirit Tracks.
I think you were talking about how excited you are for Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
The pinnacle
Electric
of
Boogaloo.
Zelda design.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna play it, and I would love to be excited about it, but I'm not expecting to be. I'm expecting to just kind of be like very casual about my Breath of the Wild playing.
So, what do you think will happen first? An actual playable Zelda that's like beyond just like a token like maybe for like a brief portion of the game, like you can actually like switch between Link and Zelda, or Link is voice acted.
Oh, switch it. I would never want Link voice acted. If they give I don't like that they've been giving anyone voice acting. And I definitely never want Link to be voice acted. Don't do that shit. Nope.
Okay.
I like myself a silent protagonist. Yeah, I was already like, oh god, they gave Zelda a voice. Ugh, ugh. So yeah, I would rather switch between the two. I am still kind of weird about that as an idea. Just because now I'm afraid we're gonna get too close to like, I don't want to get into JRPG or like Hyrule Warriors or like, I don't want to get into that territory. I mean, like you have a party now that you can switch, you switch between who you're controlling depending on what it is you want to do and blah, blah, blah. And, I got a Link dance. No, honey, thank you for the resub. Yeah. Like, I don't want either of those things. But if you made me pick one, I'd rather switch between the two because voice acting for Link is at the bottom of my list forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
This.
Josh says that apparently they're still looking for level designers and quest designers for Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild 2, so maybe not seeing anything this summer.
maybe not. All right.
I just look up, Joe said kink responsibly. What's happening? What did I miss in the chat?
Well, he's right. I mean, you shouldn't kink shame, you know.
I mean, like, yes, but also, what happened in the chat? I'm afraid to go look. We're talking about comb. This is fine.
Pathos, you're 100% right. We should all be talking about how amazing Vampire the Masquerade 2 is going to be whenever that eventually comes out, when they just switch production companies. It's okay. It's going to come out soon, buddy. We're going to make it.
Okay. Do you want to hear something really, really funny?
Okay.
Okay.
I am waiting to laugh. I could use a good laugh.
So you know how I am doing the equivalent of a fantasy football league, but for games with some of the broadcast guys?
Yes.
And we did the stream where we were all picking our quote unquote teams. And you and Pathos, but definitely Pathos, were very like, oh my god, pick Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And I was like, I just don't think it's gonna come out, you guys. And like shortly after that draft was the announcement of like, hey, we switched production companies, it's not happening this year. And I was like, see, it's a good thing I didn't do it. I had just that morning actually put in a bid to end up adding it to my queue. I was like, you know what? I have money and I have slots. It's like, I'm gonna do it. I will add it after the fact just for them. And I did that, and then an hour later, the news dropped. And I was like, I'm gonna just cancel that bid real quick.
Do.
I had actually done it, and I was like, I'll take a screenshot of my list when Saturday rolls around and it processes and it happens, and it'll be great. I'll be like, see, I did it! And then the news dropped, and I was like, oh, of course it happened just now.
Well, you know, the good news is that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1 is still out on Steam, and you can get it dirt cheap. It's a clunky game, but it's a wonderful game.
Oh, Teddy. Hey, weird
Hey,
guy.
Mr. Who works with iron, can you tell us about this wooden comb?
It's perfect. Almost too perfect.
Um,
I'm gonna be real, I don't even know how we all ended up here together.
Marie just has that power to bring people together.
That's true.
In random spots. I think it's the hat.
You know what? Could be. Oh, it's not your average bamboo. It's the super special bamboo? Something from another world. Oh my god, have you like never been from here? That would be wild. Did you get stabbed? What happened? Marie looks like she's in pain. Do you remember something? Are you all right? That seems like a more appropriate question to ask. Your head hurts. Migraines, man, they get you. A first aid kit? What is a
For
first...
a headache?
Yeah, like, what's in this first aid kit?
Morphine? I don't know.
Yeah!
I don't know.
I'll go look for some medicine, too. Look, this bitch does not need this much medicine, alright? It may be faster to get some from a neighbor. You think it's gonna be faster to go to another place of business, ask them for their first aid kit, get their medicine, and then come back before the guy who owns the shop comes back from his own first aid kit?
Maybe. I mean, maybe you need special medicine. You know, you need Advil, Tylenol, whiskey. I don't know.
There you
I'm
go.
not a
What is
doctor.
this?
Whiskey fixes everything. Oh, now she's just mad. Something pops up that just disappears just when I had it. Let's try again. Nope. Okay, that's not what I meant. Like, I meant that to be encouraging. Like, oh, we'll try again. Uh-oh. Don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn. Don't. Okay, thank God.
Yes, Pathos, drugs are a hell of a drug. I'm going back to the limo.
Bye.
Oh God, she sounds so mad. I was trying to be encouraging. Fuck.
Fine. Sure. I'm sure it's fine.
It's great. All right. Let's save, I guess. Fridge, probably no. Okay, good. Great. Checking all my things. So many resaves. I can't do... Oh, I did Marie, so that can go away. God, so many... we need Adachi. Nanako's on the list. Nanako's here. We're gonna do that.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
How are you feeling after you ran away?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, nothing awkward's gonna happen. That's fine.
Just have some quality time with Nanako.
Yeah.
You know, she's still young. Her legs hurt from running away. It's just, that was far for her to go.
Let's see. All right, so I'm looking at my little sticky note. Let's see. We talked about the poop bag catastrophe. This one'll be nice and short. I went and got groceries yesterday morning. It was
Excellent.
It was very nice out. So as I'm leaving, I get in my car, turn it on. First thing I do, roll down my windows.
Okay.
And then I connect my phone to the Bluetooth to be like, yeah, music.
As you do.
As you do. And I don't listen to regular music. Like, I only I mostly listen to things that do not have lyrics. Most of it's soundtracks or instrumental and orchestral arrangements of other things. Like, I prefer music without words to it, because then I can just put it on and still focus on the thing I'm doing. Because as soon as there's words happening, my brain cannot split focus.
Yeah, I am the exact same way. I will listen to a song 5 times because it has a catchy music, and I will not hear a single lyric in that song for 5 listens. And then I finally sit down and listen. I'm like, oh, that song has words in it.
Yes.
They things happen in this song.
Yeah. Oh, my phone's going pee-pee. Oh no. Want to go shopping with me today? No, I don't really, but I know the Sunday, like the weekend things like this usually mean more people show up and I get to progress a bunch of shit all at once. So we're gonna do that. That's fine.
You did save your game, right?
I did just save, so.
Isa Wiley one with that reversible social link.
Right? Oh god. Okay. Okay, that's why you're asking. Great.
Oh no, I'm sure it's fine.
It'll be great. I did just save, so we could just go hog wild with this if we just want to see how bad we can piss her off. So anyways, so I turn on my music, and so the one of the mixes I have is just a lot of like really jazzy, like not like literal jazz, but just like really like catchy, upbeat, higher tempo things from video games. It's a lot of remixes. So like there's literally like 3 different Megalovania remixes on it. Whole bunch of stuff, and there's Persona music.
Ooh.
And that was the first thing that popped on. So I'm driving through the parking lot with my windows down with this song going, and I drive past somebody, and I heard the student yell, go, "Dude, is that fucking Persona?" as I drove past. It was so great because he was so excited, and like the look on his face was like eyes wide, holy shit. It was incredible. It was incredible. I laughed the entire way home.
And you know what? I feel like life is just made up of those small random moments of joy. Like, you have no idea what that guy's day was like. Like, he may have been having a bad day. Like, he was walking in the park and this got covered in dog shit for some reason. and then like he's like, "Oh, what a terrible start to my day." And he goes grocery shopping, and like they get like Clorox wipes to clean the poop. And then his favorite soundtrack comes on from someone in a car. It's like, "Yes, today's going to be a good day," he says, as he's like, smelling of nitrous and poo.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was great. Here's the funny thing about this dialogue happening on screen. Is the fact that she was just like, "Hey, I want to buy this thing, but like it's expensive, so buy it for me." I'm like, "No, fuck you." So I want to be like, "Sorry, I'm short on cash," but we all know I'm loaded.
You are loaded. Well, so that's actually a funny thing that happens in Persona 5. There are several moments where you need like an inordinate amount of money, and it's set up deliberately like you're put in a position where you'll never be able to financially do that, so you have to do other things to like quote unquote pay off the debt. But when you do New Game Plus, you carry over all of your money from the previous game.
Incredible.
And when I did New Game Plus, they're like, "Oh my god, like how are we going to get 3 million yen?" And I'm looking at my inventory at like 3.5 million. I'm like, "Yeah, how are we ever going to do this?" Oh, this is rough. And like one of your friends is like dirt poor too, like is always going hungry. It's like, "I spent my last yen on art supplies," and again sitting on 3.5 million yen. Like, yeah, tough breaks there, man. It's I wish I could help you. Alyssa, Anne. Oh yeah, Anne. I don't know what the context is, but Anne.
Let's see. I have a Dojima on my list, and Dojima's right here, and it is a Sunday. I can't do anything else, so sure. Dojima it is.
Hey.
I'm sure this won't be awkward and terrible. Oh, good. It actually won't be awkward and terrible because nothing's gonna progress. Perfect.
Hey, champ, you want to sit down and talk about how your daughter ran away and you wanted me to talk to her instead of you?
Right? God, I did so much yelling during that whole thing.
Let me tell you, that's just how memorable that moment was, that even, I haven't played this game in a while, and even then, like, I didn't even say, like, "Oh, this is the one where he's like, no, why don't you go talk to her? You're the responsible one here." Like,
Yeah.
excuse me?
All right, let's see.
I like the idea, like, when his parents come back from overseas and he moves back, it's like, well, how was it staying with your uncle? It's like, whoa, I would probably have been better off on my own in the city. Let's just be completely honest, Mom and Dad. You grossly underestimated the responsibility of your younger brother.
Yeah, he's something. He's something. I can't do. Did I just hear a puppy make really sad sounds? Hold on, I had to take my headset off. I'm listening for sad sounds. I might have imagined that. I'm gonna stay like this for a second. So Tucker's wearing his cone right now because he keeps chewing on his butt.
Oh.
He can't get up and down the stairs with it on, so I'm wondering if he's at one end of the stairs, just being real sad that he's not at the other end.
Oh.
He did really good yesterday. He didn't have the cone on at all because he didn't chew at all. So I was like, cool, you get to not do it. And then we woke up this morning, ate breakfast, and immediately sat down and went for it. And I was like, nope, we're not doing that. So like he'd wear it for a while, be like, all right, we're see if you're good. Or see if you're good. I'd take it off immediately. I was like, nope, all right, we gotta keep this on today. So not been super great. This is crazy. Can't do any of the things that are on my list right now because it's Rise, Death, Nanako, Rise, Adachi, Naoto, Death. Oh, Kanji. We'll try Kanji.
There you go. Yeah, we could try kanji.
We'll go back to school.
Everyone in chat is reminiscing on different games where in New Game Plus you would have enough money to do the insanely expensive thing you would never be able to do when you first play a game. I guess it's always fun seeing like little things like that. Like, 3.5 million yen. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yikes.
Now, with my headset off, I did hear it. There is a very sad puppy sound happening. So I am going to run away very quickly. I don't know if you need a break or if you just want to vamp for like a minute while I get Tucker down the stairs.
Oh, I can absolutely vamp.
All right, cool. I'll be right back. Y'all have fun.
All right. So let's, okay, Jen is gone. Chat. Let's fill the chat with things Jen hates talking about, but I will be happy to field all of those questions. So if you want to talk about Persona 5, if you want to talk about how Breath of the Wild is actually a pretty good game, and I like the fact that they voice acted everyone, please, let's talk about it. Oh, Pathos, yes, Vampire the Masquerade. Pathos, what was your favorite clan to play as in Vampire? Oh, compliments for Jen. Jen is a very caring and supportive friend, and if you ever get arrested and go to jail, she should be one of the top 3 people you call because she will bail you out or find a way to get you out. Malkavi, yeah. Oh, good call. That's such a fun. I would say that's good on a second playthrough, though. Like you should play the game with a relatively normal clan, but Malkavian is a really fun one to do, like in a replay. Spaghetti. I see SpaghettiOs. I like SpaghettiOs. Mint ice cream. Oh, Flash Fire is playing with fire. That's appropriate for your name. Breath of the Wild was a wonderful game. It could have been better if they didn't call it Zelda Breath of the Wild, just Breath of the Wild. I could see that. They took a gamble with the format, but I appreciate when a long-standing game series tries something new just to see what happens versus it stagnating and losing its player base. I feel like Pokemon is starting to get into that, where it's just like they have their main formula and then all of the things that they're trying, it's just like getting really stale and boring. Let's see here. Who else is with me? Ryuji? Yeah, I mean, Ryuji's good. I mean, there weren't a lot of male options in Persona 5. I liked the guidance counselor. I liked him a lot as a character. I know Jen is back, despite her being very quiet, because I have the stream up as well to read chat.
Oh, man. Here's my other favorite thing. Is I don't know if you've noticed this. My headset is wireless.
You know, so I have one monitor, so I have to do like the split screen thing where my browser is on the right side and then the shared screen is on the left side. So like you are like 1/16 of my screen, and it's hard to tell. Like maybe I just don't see a black cable. I don't know.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. So I take it as probably the highest of compliments that you think I'm one of the top 3 people someone should call if they go to jail.
100%, 100%.
Like Liz. Oh, Jen had her headset with her. Oh no. Yeah. No, I heard all that shit. But yeah, no, that was all great. That was all great to listen because I'm like trying to like get Tucker had actually managed to get himself down the stairs. He was crying because he couldn't figure out how to get back up.
Oh.
So he's up here now. I also took his cone off of him, and we're gonna try real hard and see if we can manage to not need it on again. But yeah, it was great that I'm like trying to like get this. He clearly wants to come up, but is also fighting me the whole time on holding him to get him up the stairs. So it's like, man, you gotta pick one. Like, you can't have it both ways. While I'm listening to whatever it was, a mint ice cream and whatever else was happening. Practice building. Was I not? Oh, did I hit the wrong button?
You were just there.
I think I was trying to get to the second floor of the practice building to look for Kanji and.
So Kanji would be right where you're looking right now.
All right. Well, I guess I can literally do whatever the hell I want. I guess right now.
Yeah. So you can hang out with Yumi. Have you done the fox yet?
I did. I cleared the fox. I do need to go get the new quest from the fox.
Well, you can do that without it advancing the day.
Yeah.
So you still have the day if you want to do the ramen challenge or talk to Yumi and hear her uplifting story of stuff.
Yeah, I might. Let's see. Oh yeah, she was available to talk. So yeah, let's do. Whoa, where did my mouse go? What's happening? I'm gonna go get the new fox quest. And then I'll either hang out with Yumi or I'll go study. Or maybe I'll do the ramen thing. Because, like, the thing with the ramen thing is it just picks some stats. And I already have 2 that are maxed out. So it's like, I know right now it's raining. I would get more out of studying right now. And knowledge is one of my not maxed stats. So I kind of want to focus on that.
Yeah, from a game theory perspective, that's actually that's an optimal strategy.
All right, let's see what weird request I'm going to get this time. Because I remember the last one started, and I was like, oh god, what is happening?
Help me find my real dad. It seems to be from a young girl. Oh, no.
Beautiful feminine handwriting. I want to be able to converse better. I don't want to hurt people with the rude things I say when I'm nervous. Oh my god, I feel this. I feel that I wrote this, except I don't have good handwriting. The rest of this tracks. Seems okay. Yes, Fox.
Chat, don't let Jen fool you. Chat, she actually has very lovely handwriting.
No, it's really not. It's really not. Where's a notebook I've like scribbled on? Like, if I'm taking my time with something and I'm like, I need this to look very pretty, that's one thing. I don't know if the camera's gonna blow this out. I'm gonna, like, this is, nope, yeah, it's gonna blow it out. You can't see it. Oh god. I'll take a picture. I'm gonna put it in Discord. The notes that I write during D&D.
Okay, well, that's like frantic, like writing, like you're in a, like being a stenographer trying to like get notes as quickly as possible.
But that's also like, it's not too far off from what the rest of my stuff is. Let's see. Also, okay, there's like my Hades notes. So like that wasn't a scramble, but it wasn't something I was like, this needs to be pretty. I'll take a picture of that
Ashley is calling you out for having fancy pens. Therefore, you must have fancy handwriting.
Yeah, I need to clean my pens because some of them have not been used in long enough that I think the ink has dried up. So I need to. Because I went to go write with one earlier and it was like, nope, I'm empty. And I was like, well, I know you weren't empty before, so I need to maybe put those things into soak tomorrow while I'm doing my dicey goodness. Alright, so I got a thing. Somebody says dumb things when they get nervous. And yes, I feel you. I feel you.
Well, I can tell you that you can't talk to that person when it's raining outside. So
Perfect.
you're free today, this afternoon.
Even better. I'm gonna go do some studies. Study. Okay.
Was that the Mario Underworld theme?
It might have been, and I don't know why I did that, but
Library's the other way.
ah, damn it! I was like, I hope this is the right way, and I was like, I'll get down there. I just remember it being all the way on the left. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a 50% chance.
Yeah, you know. Great. Let's see. What else do I have on? I've done a couple of things off of my my sticky note list. What else do you have?
All right. So I still don't want to get into D&D quite yet because I know
Okay.
that's going to become a whole thing.
Yes.
But a wonderful thing happened yesterday. We were watching some YouTube videos with the Just the Middle daughters, and they're called barefoot
You're back.
barefoot books that basically go through like nursery rhymes or other songs like This Old Man. You know, they have people singing it, and there's cute little cartoons that go with it. You know, about 3 minutes long, which is perfect for their attention span. But it also says like who wrote the song, who's performing it, who's singing it. And I saw one of the singers on one of these newer videos was Fred Penner. And I looked at that name like, I know Fred Penner. Like, he used to do a children's show when I was a kid that was on Nickelodeon called Fred Penner's Place. And I was like, this is awesome that my children are listening to this guy do children's songs when he did children's songs when I was like 3 or 4. So do you remember Fred Penner? Or was he a little after your time or before your time?
You're only like a year older than me. But also I have no idea who this is.
Senpai.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon. It's like he would like have like a little like he would come out into the woods and play guitar, and he had a Muppet who was his friend, and he would just sing songs, and it was wonderful.
Okay, first of all, I'm looking him up on my phone right now because I need to know who this
Okay.
is. But second of all, the way you hesitated and paused was like he had a Muppet who was his friend. Like my brain instantly was latched onto that and was really uncomfortable. No, I have no idea who this is. Huh. Oh, yeah, because he was on Nickelodeon from 89 to 92. So that was when I was 2 to 5. So.
And everyone in chat is furiously mathing right now. I think we blew Alyssa's mind.
No, that James is older than me? I don't... Okay, now here's a great question. The fact that she's so confused by you being older than me that it warranted 3 question marks. You were
I don't know.
You were 3 question marks younger than me in her mind.
You know what I think it is, Jen? Like you're on stream right now. My face is hidden like a good radio personality. I look like I looked into the Ark of the Covenant for like a half a second. So like not having that comparison, I think is what confused Alyssa.
Because she definitely has never seen your face before. Definitely not every other Saturday at Aaron_Porter when we play the Breach.
Is there a is there a website that you can catch that on, Jen, for people who weren't familiar with that?
Oh, you mean twitch.tv/Aaron_Porter?
Yeah. Huh. Well, I'm glad that you had that memorized and ready to go, completely unprompted.
Yeah, definitely. It's super weird that Impabot also had that completely ready to go unprompted. It's wild. Impabot with her tiara. I fucking love it still so much. Everyone's saying they weren't born when that show was on. Yeah. It's one of those things that like I am very aware that there is a decent age gap between myself and most of the people who watch the stream. But then there's moments like this that happen where I become acutely aware of it and I just go, "Oh god."
You're in good company, Jen, for what it's worth.
My favorite part, and I don't mean this, I don't mean this in any kind of negative way at all.
Don't worry, I'm already pre-offended, but go
Okay,
on.
great. The fact that Lissa's like, wait, Jen is older than James? You have 2 children.
I do.
You have 2 whole human beings.
I do. They are whole human beings.
And it's like, no, Jen's older.
Well, maybe she meant it from like an emotional maturity standpoint.
Yeah, let's go with that. Risei's hitting on me in the rain. Just
Oh, it gets better.
Oh,
It gets better.
Oh, good. Here's the thing, is I've had enough whiskey that I read this, which is like, your shoulder will get wet. And I was like, if we get a little closer, that's... And then I stopped myself.
Uh-huh. Go on. There,
Nope, I'm
there
good.
it is.
Oh,
There it
God.
is. There's the
I'll be
option.
fine.
There-
Oh, no! Oh, no! I just read the third one!
Yep.
Oh, boy! Here's the problem. Everybody drink! I hate all of these!
I ran out of my drink already.
Well, okay, do I need to vamp for a second while you go get your drink?
No, because I gotta work tomorrow.
And?
I have to work well tomorrow.
Okay, see, that 2 different sentences. Okay, let's see. Oh boy. I hate this. I hate this one so much. I hate it. But also, I just kind of want to, like, we've already leaned into the fact that she proposed and was like, haha, I'm just kidding. And I was like, but what if you weren't? We've already done that. So yeah, I'm going for it, and I hate it, but I'm doing it.
Huh?
I can't believe I actually said that either. I'm gonna level with you. Maybe you shouldn't say things like that in front of other people. It might creep them out. Oh my god! Whoops! This humidity is ruining my hair. We just moved on from that immediately.
I really misread the room on that one.
Oh no! I kind of want to go back. We're gonna go back as soon as it lets me. Oh, that's so uncomfortable! Oh, I thought that was the fun and funny answer. Oh god, it's gonna take forever before I can actually get anywhere. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna eat alone just to make this go faster. We're gonna do this all again in a second. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, just let me go!
No, the game is punishing you for your hubris.
It is!
Yo.
Okay, I do need to hang out with you.
Yo.
Okay, great. Perfect. I love it. It's gonna be awesome. But, like, just let me... Let me do what I wish I could do in real life when I say something stupid. Go back and pretend that never happened.
Would that be your superpower? Like, if you could have a legit, like, otherworldly power, would it be the ability to rewind time?
Like, in the grand scheme of, like, here's everything, like, you could literally do anything, I don't know if I would choose that. But for most of the... If somebody's like, here's a list of things, and that was on it, that's probably the one that would end up being. And I don't even want to, like, go back. I don't want to even fuck with time too badly. Be like, do a thing. You can go back, like, up to a day. Maybe a couple of days. I was like, too many things cascade. And I was like, I don't want to be constantly worried about butterflying affecting all kinds of stuff. It's like, no, I mostly just want to be able to be like, we got in an argument, and like 3 hours later, I'm like, oh, I finally thought of the good thing to say. I want to be able to go back to that.
Yeah. That would be a good one. Or like when you got pulled over, that moment where the cop is just now pulling out of their speed trap. You're like, they got me. Just
Yes.
rewind
That.
30
Oh,
seconds.
Absolutely, that one too. I've only been pulled over twice. But yes, for both of those, I would much rather redo it, and not have that. Meanwhile, Jeff has been pulled over repeatedly and always gets off with just a warning. The 2 times I've been pulled over, I got a ticket for both of them. And he gets off with the warning. I don't know. And he sits here and tries to tell us that he's not charismatic. Remember when we had that argument with him?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you somehow, without even trying, they're just like, all right, yeah, just don't do it again. And he's like, cool. And then this goes immediately back to speeding.
Do you think he lets the officer touch his beard? Do you think that's what it is?
I mean, I would say that I was with him for one of them, and there was no beard touching, so...
Honestly, I thought you were going to say there was no beard. I'm like, I don't even think I could imagine Jeff without a beard. That's just such a...
I can't imagine him without it either. I've known him for, I have to do math, 12, 13 years now, something like that. Oh God, 14 years. I've known him for 14 years. Math is hard. I've never seen him without it. I've never seen him without it, and the only I saw a picture of him without it that apparently was taken like a year before we met. But he's had the beard since then. But I think I've told the story before about his mom tried to get him to shave it for the wedding.
Uh-huh.
She wanted him to shave it off. Literally offered him money for it. Like, not a small amount of money. Like, offered to pay for our entire honeymoon if he shaved his beard for the wedding. And my response was, if those doors to the ceremony open... and I see a naked face up there, I'm turning around and going back to my dressing room and just drinking. I was like, I've never seen you without this beard. You are not you without it. Nope. Like, do not do that. Every November, he threatens to shave it for the start of No Shave November. He threatens to do it. I was like, look, if you want to make a very poor decision and look like a baby face, you are welcome to do that. You're an adult.
So this is the part of the story where I be the dramatic foil, because the last time I didn't have any stubble or beard or anything was my wedding day.
Nice.
Yeah. And they tell you, like, looking at wedding photos, it's like, significant look.
It's capitalized!
Is there like TM after that? Significant look, TM.
Jesus.
Patent pending.
Oh, and we're just moving on. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're back to talking about the humidity. Great. Yes, perfect. All right, continue.
Yeah, like, I look back at the wedding photos, and like, even without stubble, because I just had stubble for the longest time, like, even then it's like, I look weird. And now I have a beard. I have a full beard now, and like, I can't imagine me not having a full beard right now.
Yeah. He thought about shaving it again recently. And I was like, look, if you're gonna do it, you need to do it now. Because we are going into the summer, you're gonna spend more time outside. You do not want to wait till you get a beard tan line and then shave it. So if you're gonna do it, do it now. I will make fun of you, but like, you're welcome to. And yeah, it's been 14 years of him threatening to do it, and he still hasn't done it. So, you know, there's that. I don't know if he'll ever do it. Like, part of me's curious, but then the rest of me is remembering every time that my dad, like, growing up, that my dad would suddenly shave his facial hair off. Like, he's had it for a couple of years, and then it's just gone. I want to say the first time he shaved it off, and I saw him, I burst into tears because I didn't recognize him.
That must have been really awkward at your wedding, Jen. And Sassy's agreeing with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things, if he shaved it and it stayed shaved, it'd be one thing, but he would just, like, he'd shave it all off and then it would immediately just grow back. So it's like, why did you have to traumatize me for a couple of days? I don't understand. You did, you were too. The story came up recently. Perfect. Thank you.
my dad has always had a beard as long as I've known him, and he shaved his beard for 1 year. It was clean shaven, and it was during my high school graduation. So like, all of my high school graduation photos are him beardless. And the thing I always note is that he has very, very big jowls that were always hidden in the beard, and it's always weird to look like, oh, jowls. Oh, hey, Adachi.
Yay. Oh. Let's see. We did clear a couple Adachis earlier, so let's see. Oh my god, we cleared so many Adachis earlier. I might be clearing my last one finally.
Awesome.
There's like still 47 Riseis on here, but like we'll get there. Oh shit! Wait, no, it didn't happen this time. When I ate alone in my redo one, Kanji came and asked me to hang out. And so I just panicked. I was like, oh god, I'm ignoring Kanji. But that dialogue didn't trigger now that I didn't eat alone. Just kidding. Never mind, we're fine. We're hanging out with Adachi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, not with Adachi.
Okay, it's not ready to advance it, so we can keep talking, because nothing of importance will happen in front of the broccoli this time.
The broccoli demands more social links. Yes, the broccoli.
God, this broccoli knows so much. Let's see.
Should we move to D&D now? It's almost 9:30.
Welcome home.
So I have two other things I want to bring up, but they're both very, very short. So we're gonna do those, and then
it's your stream, Jen. You go for it.
and then thank you for permission to do what I want on my stream, because I do have a D&D thing on my list. But the first thing, very quick, right before the stream started, I made eye contact with a statement that there's apparently carbonated Gatorade.
Gross.
Yeah, that was my reaction. I just needed everyone to know that that's apparently a thing. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's actually fully available or if it's like a test thing that only like celebrities have right now so they can talk about what the fuck is this. But like the idea of carbonated Gatorade is awful.
You know, that just brings back memories of when I was doing Little League Baseball. It was in the heat of the summer, sweating a lot, you're exhausted, and then you crack open that carbonated Gatorade and you just start chugging that carbonated liquid to quench that thirst.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
there was just so much about that. I was like, no, I don't want be the pro tag here, grow your courage, taste it. We can make this, oh, look, if it's actually a thing you can buy, maybe we'll make this, there is the charity stream coming up. Oh, hey guys, did you know there's a charity stream coming up? I haven't put it in the
There's
Discord.
a charity stream coming up?
Yeah, I haven't put it in the Discord yet, but Wartburg's doing his annual, how many years have you done this now? But doing the Crohn's disease charity stream, on May 23rd, and I have a slot for it, and I'm gathering a group of people to do a thing, and it's gonna be fun, and maybe if carbonated Gatorade is a thing I can actually purchase, I might make that a goal that I have to drink that shit on stream. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. I don't think the chat would let me forget, but I'm gonna write it down.
The chat never forgets, Jen.
Chat
like
never
broccoli,
forgets.
Like broccoli doesn't forget.
Yeah. This is the 4th year of it. All right. Yeah, we're calling it Cure for Crohn's Intestinal Reckoning.
Well, you know what? The my sources have just gotten back to me, and if you need to, in a pinch, to make homemade carbonated Gatorade.
Why is that a series of words that go with each other? Homemade carbonated Gatorade?
Yeah. Take regular Gatorade, take plain mineral water, mix them together, and you have carbonated Gatorade.
You can't. No, that doesn't make any sense. You can't mix plain mineral water with plain Gatorade and get carbonated Gatorade.
It will approximate the bad mouthfeel it's gonna have.
I would imagine you would need like carbonated mineral water.
Like club soda.
Like, yeah, get like a club soda, get like a Topo Chico, like one of those things. Like, get something like that and mix it in there. I was like, 2 non-carbonated things mixed together. If you mix those together and it made it carbonated, don't drink that.
Jen, you're a chemist. What's going on in my intestines if I drink that?
Death is happening.
Excellent. One of my favorite arcana.
You're gonna God. All right, we're gonna knock a Nanako off this list.
Yeah.
Dear Lord. Okay. Anyways, I'll look into it more, see if it's a thing I can get, and if I can't, I'll look up recipes for homemade. God, I'm gonna try to explain this to everybody else who's involved in my stream now for that, and be like, they're gonna be like, all right, so why are you mixing these things together? Be like, don't, Christian, shut up, please.
Pathos, you just Oh, that I just read those words and I feel a visceral I got a visceral reaction reading that in my head.
Almost threw up. I almost threw up. I'm not doing that because I would actually throw up.
Ugh.
Oh, good night, Logic. I just looked at it again when I looked at Logic's thing. I can't look at this. I can't look at the chat anymore. Oh, yeah. So anyways, carbonated Gatorade. Other thing I wanted to bring up. Jeff is visiting his parents right now. Has been sending me random pictures of some of their adventures. They are at an outdoor patio, for dinner. I say they are at. They moved several hours ago. I don't think they're still there. But he sent me a picture of their drink menu. He sent me the caption. He was like, "Oh, tonight's gonna be a good night." And he sends me a picture of the drink called Her Name Was Lola. So,
the show girl.
So 2 things happened. One, I spent the next 10 minutes just yelling at the dogs. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Just doing that. And then I think I know 2 more lines past that, and then it would just loop, and they were like, "Oh God, Mom has lost her mind." So that was the first thing. But a reason I wanted to bring it up is so for Jeff and I, for reasons I cannot explain, we don't know where this came from. That song, specifically, just that first section of it, has been a running joke for us since before we started dating. It started when we were sitting next to each other in the quantum physics class.
That he dropped?
No, not the one he dropped astrophysics. He dropped astrophysics.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
My bad.
Quantum mechanics is where we actually got to be friends because I was very good at it and he wasn't, and he was like, "Oh, we should be study buddies so I don't fail." Astrophysics, we were both bad. That one was just a train wreck entirely. Oh, hi! Hi, you're
aye, Captain.
You're blushing, but in a weird spot, and you look really upset. And you're stuttering a lot too. Not there's anything wrong with it, but it is unusual for you, and I'm just a little worried about what this means. Yeah, sure, I'll spend time with her because I'm nervous to say no. Oh God. At least she didn't run away. So anyways, while we were sitting next to each other in this class, we would doodle on each other's notes. We would just reach over to the corner and just draw something. But neither of us are artists, so it was very, very limited. So I remember very specifically, at one point there was, and some of them started being if you flipped through multiple pages, it wouldn't quite be a flip book, but they went together.
Mm-hmm.
I remember very specifically drawing a pirate ship at one point. And at some point, for whatever reason, the back and forth was drawing a little stick figure with giant boobs that just said her name was Lola. And then we just went back and forth doing each individual line and altering the stick figure to go with whatever was the next line. And that just became a running gag for forever. So that's a 14-year-old joke for us at this point.
Well, that is sickeningly adorable. It's so sweet. I'm probably gonna have diabetes tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. Fucking Wilford, drink. That was a stretch. Anyway, so he sent me the picture of the drink, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fun story to tell." So yeah, I giggled.
I love it.
I giggled about it because that song has been a 14-year running joke for us, which is also great because around here, and maybe they exist other places, but I only ever saw them around here. There's a kind of fast food restaurant called Taco Cabana. So when we started visiting down here for RTX the first time we drove past one, I was like, "It's the Taco Cabana," and we just started making up new lyrics for it. So that's been a thing for us for forever. So And now you all know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of fucking Wilford, let's talk about D&D.
All right. Well, I figured before we actually got into what happened at D&D, one of the first things I wrote down was, how did Long Dog Dice do in Saturday's game? So, Jenna, how do you feel that Long Dog Dice performed in telling a story?
In telling a story, great. Because yes. The dice fucked Mally. But to be fair, she switched to other dice and still kept rolling bad. The dice had a story they wanted to tell come hell or high water.
And boy, did it tell a story.
God,
in 3 parts.
So much. I was not paying attention. I don't know what I'm being asked.
Do you have the button to read the...
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was a button. Apples. Part of the human body has an apple in it. Thank you for reminding me that's a button, because I was just going to pick one randomly. But to be fair, I was going to pick throat, because I was like, that's a joint, that's a joint. That's, like, not anything. This is a functional thing. And I was just going to go for throat anyways.
I like how ankles and knees are not functional to you.
No, but what I'm saying is the temple's not a functional thing. So whatever's being asked about, that doesn't make sense. And I was like, and these are both functional in this, not the same kind of way, but like these are both joints. So I'm like, this one is the odd body part out. Like these two are related, and this doesn't do anything. It's not a body part. So I'm like, all right, throat is the outlier.
I feel like I'm getting a sense of how Jen approached standardized tests in high school.
100%. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, anyways, the dice just wanted Artemisia to have a time in that house. And it's funny because I'm also like, on the one hand, I'm like, oh my god, everything kept rolling so bad, but it's not like I kept rolling a 1 all the time. It was like, here's a 1, here's a 4, here's a 5. All of those numbers, if you look at a d20, are all on different sides. So it's balance, and every low number is surrounded by high numbers, just like every high number is surrounded by low numbers. That's like by the design of the die. So I'm just like, yeah, it's balanced. It just really wanted you to have a good, nice, healthy dose of stress. But yeah, because like me, it's like, I think like at one point I rolled a nat 1, at some other point I rolled a natural 19. And granted, those two are next to each other. That's not a great. No, those aren't next to. Yeah, those are next to each other. I had to look. It's like, that's not a great example, but it's like mine were pretty spread out. So I was like, they roll fine. I'm gonna do a roll right now. That's a 15. Hell yeah. And that's an 8.
All right. Well, let me rephrase that question then. How many wheels did Long Dog Dice destroy in our game?
Oh God. I mean, yeah. How many did she use?
I'm sorry. Go
ahead. I was like, I want to say it was like 5. There were like a lot.
I might need to go back and rewatch that particular stream. It felt like a lot.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch that part and like take a tally. Somebody tried to swallow an apple whole? What's happening? Wait, what story did I miss? Hold on. 6 if you include the HP roll. I'm not going to include the HP roll. We were talking about just like her escape, so it sounds like 5, which is incredible.
That's so many wheels.
I'm gonna go back and watch. Just like there's another part, I still haven't gone back to watch the part that you and I were talking about the other day. That I want to get a damage count. I need to do that.
I appreciated the storytelling that was going on during Artemisia's misadventures, but like from a metagame perspective, the entire time I'm thinking, like watching those wheels go down, I'm like, Vasile's all alone. He is all alone right now, and those wheels keep going away. Okay, everything's fine. The Ennead's with him. The Ennead's a big supporter of him. It's gonna be fine.
I was doing the same kind of thing, so I was like, all right. I was like, Vasile's by himself. I was like, Gwen's at disadvantage for everything all day. I'm like, if I end up having to talk to Tiro, that's bad. I was like, oh no. But I was like, I get it. And so like that's the one time I've been happy to see chat constantly pumping wheels back in. I was like, you know what? Right now, just because they are being used so constantly, I'm good with this. This is fine. D&D lesson dice are sentient and they want to tell a story. Look, I am a woman of science. I 100% am convinced that dice are possessed and have a story they want to tell. It
hurts me. It hurts me.
I know. Logically, scientifically, reasonably, that is not true. I know it's not. I know it isn't. But god damn if it doesn't happen all the fucking time.
You know, Jen, that paid me so much that I'm actually going to go refill my drink, so I will be back in 1 minute.
Oh, all right, cool, great. And it's great because when he comes back, the Artemisia thing actually transitions very easily into one of the one D&D thing on my list that I want to talk about. Oh, that's right. I already agreed I was going to hang out with somebody. Who am I hanging? Oh, that's right. Oh, we're on the roof. Oh, but we have fun music. We have fun music here. We're going to see the wheels go down to 0 and see you guys stress. Here's the thing, Carl. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think they'll ever get to 0. I wouldn't mind. I would say I wouldn't mind if they got to 0. They were too high for too long. It was a conversation. I'm going to be real. Peek behind the curtain. It was a conversation that happened in between the cast at one point, being like, we gotta, like, there's gotta be like a cap, or maybe they need to be more expensive, or like something. Because there were just too many, and it feels dumb to not use them. We're like, that feels gross and wrong. But like there was like one session where like everyone had advantage on everything, because as soon as one would get used, it'd get re-upped. And we're like, it's like, having advantage on everything, it's like, no, it's like, it's kind of fun to be able to be like with the DM, be like, hey, I would like to make the argument that I should have advantage for this. Or to have to just depend on whatever you roll. There were just too fucking many. So the fact that we're actually finally, thank God, back into like single digits and like have to think about like, okay, like, Artemisia just blew through a bunch. We all need to be careful now. Like some of the stress, I'm putting that in air quotes, of rolling has been absent or like greatly diminished for so many sessions. Because we just knew there's like, yeah, there's just a bajillion and they just keep coming right back. Like there was no threat. So we were talking about like, okay, oh hey, he's back. Yeah, we were talking about like, what do we do about the fact that there's so many wheels? So the fact that they're actually going down now is good. We need the woes to go down, but also like if they go down, that means he's using them. So like, stop giving Aaron woes.
Well, Jen and I have talked about a very secret strategy that Vasile has to make Aaron burn through so many woes.
I want that to happen so bad, just because I want to see Aaron's face when you're like, I'm gonna do this. And watch him have to do that calculus of like, okay.
You could do this how many times per day?
Exactly. Like how badly do I want to get fucked, or do I want to burn all of these woes to make that not a thing? So I want that. Because like the moments, Aaron doesn't get caught off guard a lot, but the moments you can catch him, there's that split second of facial expression that is just, so good.
Well, you absolutely caught him off guard last game. But before we hit that, Pathos, a very reliable and trustworthy source, says that you were saying mean things about me and Vasile. Now, you could say mean things about me all day. I'm used to it. But Vasile, he's my little baby. You gotta be nice to him.
Pathos is absolutely lying. I said, no, you left, and what I said was, I'm actually glad we started with this Artemisia thing, because that segues directly into the one D&D thing I had written down. We didn't talk about Vasile at all. Pathos is actually lying, and you can check the tapes.
Well, I will check the tapes tomorrow.
You know.
Good. You better. Anyways, I think this is gonna get real emotional and weird up here, even though we started with the happy-go-lucky music. So I'm gonna let her have her moment of whatever the fuck, and then I want to transition into the Artemisia transition.
I'm waiting for Rise to poke her head from the solar panels. Hey, what's going on up here?
I didn't do much. Yeah, we'll just say that. Because even in the game, I can't accept compliments. That was one of the other rants from the beginning of the stream that you missed, is how I have a hard time accepting compliments, and I'm trying to be better about that. Because someone said something very nice, and I almost went, no, and I went, no, thank you, and we did that. Rant is not the right word, but anyways.
You want to hear something that I would imagine is maybe a ring of Jen's personal hell?
Please do.
So one of the things to better train managers and to help people better express themselves isn't so much, not only just being able to verbally communicate, but also to receive, like receive compliments. And one of the trainings was that for 2 solid minutes, like in a small group, eyes doing stuff. What we did in a small group was, it was one-on-one, 2 people in the group. For 2 minutes straight, you had to give compliments to the person sitting across from you, and the person receiving the compliments couldn't say anything in response.
This
so
sounds
you just had to,
awful. This sounds terrible.
You just had to sit there and take compliments for 2 minutes straight, and then you had to give the other person compliments for 2 minutes straight. And like, I'm a very extroverted person, so like even for me, it was a little awkward because I like to have a conversation, not being talked to. And then when you're like, it's like, what off about, getting complimented? It's like, no, just take it. I'm like, that would be hell.
That would be the worst. Oh my God. I would explode. I would literally explode. Nope. Yeah, that would be bad. Almost as bad as the conversation happening in this game right now. Jesus. There's just so many layers to what's happening to me at this exact moment. Because I'm thinking about that. I'm reading the screen. It's not good.
It's Daisuke-kun.
Okay, what? Oh, you're in love with him. Jesus. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. Fuck.
Oh, that social link is too early for that. Come on, Jen.
That's what I thought, but I was like, is that part of the social link of her being like, I'm in love, and you have to be like, no, you're not. You've just never had someone be nice to you before. We're friends. Like, that's there's a level that exists in between there. It's fine.
Or you could play it the other way. It's like, no, yeah, this is totally love. Totally. Totes my goat.
Was it, do you think maybe I'm his type, or do you think he hates people like me? Okay, you asked 2 different questions. Have a little confidence. Don't be mad. Okay, good. Oh, God. Anyways. I'm still thinking about 2 minutes of compliments. I hate it. I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight.
I'm just gonna add it to my running list of things Jen hates.
Oh my God.
Duly noted.
Oh my God. You want another quick peek behind the breach curtain? Gwen also would not handle that well.
Good to know. And you know what? I'll pepper in some mams in there, really, just to drive.
Oh God. No. I just choked on my own spit.
I imagine, like, if Vasile actually performed interrogations, that's what it would be for Gwen. It would just be like you just seated, and it would just, like, he would cast silence, or no, because then you wouldn't be able to hear it. He would just talk very nicely about Gwen and just pepper in a ma'am every once in a while, just to.
Stop! I'll tell you anything you want to know. Oh man. Anyways.
More spice. Vasile does compliments to Gwen, and then he's like, I'm gonna have my partner come in. It's just a giant spider.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
Aaron, are you in the chat?
No, he's not. That's the best part. I know he's not here, which is great. Oh. Anyways, yeah, sure, no problem. That's fine. Great. Do I have to actually go have a conversation with him before the social link will progress? Is that what's happening? Or is this all just for flavor?
It's all for flavor.
Good. All right. Anyways.
Welcome back.
Transition to the stuff. So what I want to talk about is, so what I thought was interesting about watching Mally, not Artemisia, Mally in the last one is also something like, and if you guys didn't see the last one, or you don't watch The Breach, which you should, I like to think we're fun and entertaining, and also you can win dice sometimes. So like, I would say it was the same thing for like Critical Role. If you're watching that, it's like Yasha and the Stormlord, or for Adventure Zone, I'd even say it was like Taco and the Umbrella. And I'm leaving those purposely kind of vague. If you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. Is these moments of, as a player, when you are being the focus of something, that you can end up in this awkward situation where if you're watching the other players at the table who aren't involved in whatever's going on as players at that moment, we're like, why is there camera film in the fridge? Don't tell me I can eat it. Thank you. Is having go ahead.
Dojima spying on someone.
Yeah, maybe. Is having that moment, having those moments where you get the feeling that you can see it on the other players' faces, where like they know, like they have figured out what is going on, and like you feel like there is a right answer in front of you, of like, clearly, like, I'm in this situation, there's a thing I'm supposed to do, and you as the player, because of stress, because of whatever, cannot figure out what that is, but you can see it on the faces of everybody else at the table that they've all figured it out, and how that makes that stress so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's something that I'm, like, is already right up there with Too Many Compliments, is up there with my nightmares of, like, being the one person who doesn't get it. And I thought of this not just because of what happened in that last session, but also, like, I've been watching Dimension 20 recently, and that happened with one of the players in the session I just watched. I guess I gotta go to the hospital. Where somebody was the focus, they were having, like, their own thing, and it was clear, and I'm gonna be honest, I was with her. I didn't understand what was expected of her in that moment either. But every other person at the table very clearly did. And she finally goes, she's like, she just yelled, she's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I know that there's an answer, and I know you all know it, but I can't figure it out, and I need some help. And I was like, I feel that deep in my soul. Because I hate those moments anyways, but now doing it in front of an audience also makes that so much worse. So much worse.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, at first I thought it was kind of, just funny. It's like, okay, we're putting Artemisia and like through the ringer, and Mally is really emoting really well. And then the empathy in me kicked in, and I'm like, oh, like Mally is, like, she's suffering through this moment right now. She is absolutely suffering right now, and I kind of feel horrible, but it's great for character development.
Yeah. It was great. The moments were great. She was great. But I also am like, I feel you so hard right now, and I feel for you. Like, because that would already just, if we were all just sitting around a table just playing for ourselves, that would have already been a wild situation. But now other people are also audience to this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, just fuck. Just that kind of stress and that extra layer to it is just wild. And yeah, just the generality of it sucks when you're like, do I not understand this because I'm dumb? Is it just because I'm like too hyper focused? Like what's and then for me, I start spiraling from there, being like, why can't everybody else understand what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I don't? What did I miss that they got? And it just goes wild. It just goes wild.
It was an exciting time of just seeing how this was going, and how much of it was Mally's own personal discomfort with the moment and her being Artemisia in that moment, which I think is a sign of a good actor, where the character and the actor, the line delineating the two of them completely disappears. Like Mally in that moment was Artemisia.
100%. 100%.
And whether she deliberately was doing that or was like just sincere panic, kudos to her for making it seem very seamless.
Yeah, absolutely. Like massive hats off to her for handling that. But yeah.
And which is totally fine, because I'm sure none of us are going to be put into a similar situation next week where we're alone and things are going to need to be decided and decisions need to be made and conversations need to be had. And we have those very awkward, uncomfortable moments where we look to everyone else's screen, especially Aaron's.
Yep.
To see that. Cool. Okay.
It's
All right.
one of my I like that the one thing that's not accurate. One of the things I like about the fact that we do get to stream this is that like doing it virtually is weird. Because I have to feel like if I want to actually look at Aaron's face or look at whatever character's face, whatever player's face is talking, if I'm looking at your face, you feel like I'm not looking at you. Because like your camera, like my camera is not where your face is. So it's like if I'm making eye contact with you, or like you're making eye contact with me, but I'm not making eye contact with you. Or I can make eye contact with you, look at the camera, but then I can't really see, like, I can see it, like, peripherally, but there are facial expression subtleties that you miss in that.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, make that choice, and I try to find a balance between the two, but it sucks to, like, miss some of those reactions, and also miss some of the reactions of the other people that aren't involved at that point. So I like that I've had the opportunity to be able to be like, cool, this has been recorded. I can go back and see people's reactions to things. So, like, not this last session, but, like, the one before that, when I was having my awkward conversations with Arturo, and the chess game, and all of that stuff. Going back and watching the rest of your faces when something would happen in that was incredible. And I'm like, I'm sad I missed it at the time, but I'm so glad I still got to see that you guys were like, what the fuck?
That is absolutely one of the best things, like having the archives that we can go back and watch. Because I don't know, chat, if you're aware of this, but Jen and I, we kind of like to dig really deep into things that probably don't need to be dug deeply through that. Like, we'll text each other back like, did you see what Aaron was doing at 1:52? Like, look at that eyebrow. What was he planning?
Yeah. We've had so many of those moments where it's like, hey, I went back to this part. So-and-so said this, and for a brief moment, Aaron did the eyebrow thing? Fuck. And then we go, oh God, what does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah. One of my favorite facial expressions to this point has to be when I was talking to Tiro and he brought up the trials and your eyebrows almost left your face. They went so up.
They had to go back to their home planet. They were needed.
Welcome.
It was so good. It was so good. So I do love that we have that opportunity to go back to stuff. So like, cause like if I had been in Mally's position, I would have been so hyper-focused on what was happening and also what Aaron was doing that, like, I probably wouldn't have noticed the rest of us. So I guess that's the one thing that's kind of nice about doing it virtually, is, like, when you're all around a table, it's a lot easier to catch, like, the gasps and the inhalations and the other facial things, because somebody's, like, right next to you, you can, like, feel that twitch. Whereas, like, doing it virtually, it's, like, cool, you don't get any of those extra sensory things, and, like, a lot of us had our mics muted, so that way we didn't make noise. So you don't have to worry about that extra stuff. So she might have missed a lot of what was happening and could, like, go back and, like, watch her be like, cool, I'm gonna run into the guard tower and, like, do this and, like, watch all of our faces go, oh my god, like, what's happening?
I know for a fact, like, one of the things that I always look for, and it's really hard not to notice, but Jen is very much a barometer for me, because when she puts her notebook up to her face, I know that I need to take this moment a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Pathos. I miss in-person D&D too. For as much as we're able to connect, granted, I'm the odd man out that I'm not in Austin for the Breach, but just in general, because I play another D&D game as well, and we're all over the country, so it's great for bringing people together who are geographically very far away. But yeah, those in-person sessions are so hard to beat.
Yeah. The campaign that I run, we haven't played in a while, and we were trying to figure out, like, when we were going to play again. We're like, what about this date? What about this date? And finally we were like, wait, when does everyone clear their vaccination windows? And I was like, oh, I have my second shot on this date. So, like, we could meet in person starting here. And we're like, fuck, we'll put it off another extra couple of weeks. So, like, we're gonna do the next one of the campaign that I run. It's gonna be in person. And I'm already losing my fucking mind. It's still, like, a month away. It's at the end of May, but I'm like, holy shit, I get to D&D in person again. Oh my god, I might cry.
And Yosuke's happy too.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, great, these bitches are back. I remember them. Yeah, I missed in-person D&D so much, and I am sad that you are so far. But hopefully you'll get to come visit at some point, and we can do an in-person one, and it will be wonderful. And then we'll just, like, keep you here forever.
You know what? I was on board for about 95% of that statement.
Good. You know what? We can work on that other 5%. Anyways.
Because the day that you achieve perfection is the day that you stop improving.
Exactly.
500 yen?
Give me a raise. No, you barely work. I remember this.
Should be firing you at this point.
I would like to.
Then again, the working conditions here are like, hey, just come in and work whenever you want to. So I guess everything's just pretty lax in Inaba.
Never make the damn DM schedule. The game's already prepping so much stuff. I firmly agree with that. I think I've done that rant before. That's part of why the one that I run doesn't happen very often, is I am the planner of that particular friend circle, but I DM, so I don't schedule the games. So they don't happen.
Jen, let's be fair. I'm willing to bet a week's salary that you are the planner in every friend group you're a part
of. This is probably very accurate. I am not gonna deny that at all. And it's not. And it's one of those things that, like, I never volunteer for it, because I don't like the fact that I'm the planner in every friend group. But I do that thing where somebody's like, we should do the thing, and everybody goes, yeah! And then I wait. And there's, in person, a solid, like, minute of silence. And on a text platform, several hours of silence. And no one says anything. And I'll be like, alright, fucking fine. Hey, when's everybody available? Like, I'll be the one to say it, because clearly nobody else is. It's like, I leave that space, but like, God, somebody else do it. Please, somebody do it. Nobody does.
What I do is I take that moment of awkward silence and I just fill it with compliments until someone steps up.
Hold on. Did we just learn that the girl that Yosuke had a crush on who died at the beginning of the game she was married?
It's kind of not like
This
not
is
in a
not
an
a-
elopement.
This is not a good time for your mic to cut out.
Oh no, am I back?
Okay, yes, the oh no came through crystal clear.
Okay. No, they didn't elope. It was just like, they ran off just to get out of
Gotcha.
town. Yeah.
Okay. Whew. I got real worried for a second. I was like, oh my god, did Yosuke know this? Or might I have to, like, comfort her, or comfort him through this revelation?
On the subject of D&D, I know it didn't come up in game, and maybe we'll have the conversation in game later about how I absolutely do not want to be the leader of the party, even though everyone thinks that. I want to disprove that so hard that I made the conscious decision of leaving the entire party behind. It's like, nope, going off on my own. Something a leader absolutely would not do. Just gonna go off on my own.
God. I mean,
everyone's gonna rally around Gwen, the leader of the party.
or a true leader would be like, this is far too dangerous. I don't want to risk the rest of the group. I'll go off on my own, so that way you all can be safe. That sounds something very leadery.
No, but like being able to take care of the very delicate diplomatic situation at home. That's what a true leader does.
Oh god, yeah, because Gwen's definitely equipped to fucking do that.
You're the one having all the conversations.
Look,
Gwen.
just because I'm doing it doesn't mean when you're like, doesn't mean I'm gonna be doing it well in the slightest.
But you know what? I think that's what a true leader does, Jen. They lead from the front, not direct from the rear.
Oh god, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. I'm so nervous.
It will be fine. We have at least 3 wheels left. Just use them all up before Vasile gets a chance, and I'm sure everything will be fine out in the wilderness.
I was doing that thing earlier where I was like going down different scenarios, and you brought up one. You're like, what if this is happening kind of simultaneously? I'm just gonna say that, so that way hopefully you know what I'm talking about.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so I had that conversation with my head. I have my sending message planned out. I have 24 words. It's great. I'm like, if this happens, I know exactly what I will say to you to communicate the severity of the situation, and to make it clear that, like, you need to tell me. You need to tell me if I need to do this or not.
Hey, all you get back is, I didn't think a dagger could go that deep.
So yeah, I had several iterations of that conversation earlier, trying to be like, all right, if this happens, how do I? Nope, that's 27 words. Okay, nope, that's okay. Yes. Oh, that'll do it. So I feel like I've got it. Because that would just be buck wild. My other fear, I can. Do I think chat's gonna go report back to Aaron?
No, I mean we have established that Pathos is extremely trustworthy, and we can trust him.
Aaron clearly wants us all to be back together. He tried so hard in the last session. He tried really hard. And I know he was very sad when I was like, no, Gwen's not going to meet with them in the morning. Because you hadn't told Rika and Nico about meeting up in the morning.
No, I was not expecting them to meet. In fact, I thought I made it pretty clear, like, to not be around us to draw attention. Like, I thought I made that very clear.
Yeah. So it's like, clear, and I understand from a DM standpoint, man, having us all split up sucks. I get that, and I feel for him, but also he did this to himself.
He did. So
we are all being tortured here. He needs a little torture too.
You want to you want to get the group together, Aaron? Well, I'm going to take the MacGuffins into the woods. So your move now, DM.
Okay. So I just said we're gonna go back. We're back to this game for a second, and then we'll
Okay.
pop back. We'll pop back into that. So social link skill. I just got auto Tsukukaja.
I think that increases your accuracy at the beginning of combat.
So it's hit or evasion, but like right now I have the one that does it for everybody. This will automatically do it for one person.
for yourself.
Okay.
For Yosuke specifically.
Okay. Like that's good. But I don't know what to. I guess I can maybe get rid of the physical damage thing. I feel like he's not good with.
He is not good.
Okay,
Remember how many times he missed those golden hands?
Oh, or make all foes panic. That has literally never helped me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and replace that.
Yeah, okay, we're doing that. Okay. So anyways, back to D&D. So he clearly wants us all together. So I spent some time thinking about that. I was like, what could he do to force that in the next session? And I don't want to like say anything specific for a variety of reasons, but man, every scenario I've come up with for that, I hate so much.
Is it sad that I feel like I tapped into your brain and I knew exactly what you were about to say of how we could get them back to the city very quickly with someone who we know who can teleport and or do transit very quickly?
Yeah, I was like, that would be a problem.
Yep.
I'm thinking about the hypothetical that you posed of our shit happening simultaneously and being like, cool, in either direction, if I say yes or if I say no, both of those can result in you guys being brought back to the city. So I don't like that. The idea that we all end up having to, for whatever reason, come and meet you, now we're drawing attention. I'm like, all of these are bad for very different reasons, and I hate all of them. It's like I'm playing Persona. I hate all of these choices.
Or, you forgot the most important one, that my brand new sparkly long dog dice just the 20s keep coming, and no matter what Aaron throws at the seal, he just keeps beating it down.
Welcome back.
That would be so good. That would be so good.
Then I yell into the mic, "Are you not entertained?"
All right,
With my impressive hit points, Vasile will make his stand.
How? I'm 8. I'm 8 above you.
Mm-hmm.
What were you at before this level up? Do you remember?
I was at 30. I was at 35 before.
You were at 35.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at 43. So we were still 8 apart. So it hasn't changed.
No. But the 5 that I rolled on Long Dog Dice was the highest HP roll I've rolled on a D8.
I'm happy for you. Huh.
2 2s, a 3, and then the max for level 1. So, yay.
God. Yeah, your HP rolls are something.
They are indeed something.
Yeah. It occurred to me I ended up not using a wheel to re-roll because I was like, yeah, 3 like average on a D6 is 3.5, and I was like, yeah, like that's fine. I'm not gonna risk going lower. And then I thought about it the next day, and I was like, fuck. I was like, because we get to re-roll ones, I only have 5 options.
Mm-hmm.
And a 3 is one of the bottom 2. Odds are I was like, I should have done it. Oh well. It's fine.
I'm glad you didn't use that wheel because we're gonna need it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We might drop. We legitimately, or we might drop our wheels to 0 in the next session. There's a lot that could go fucking sideways so fast.
And there's a lot of woes in play too.
Yeah, I do not like the situation that I am walking into at all. Because of course, when I did my conspiracy theory walk yesterday, I didn't get to go today because it was storming again. It was very upset. Where am I trying to go? Because I was thinking about it, I was like, okay. It's like, I am going into a situation where this group, the Vanguard, clearly have the upper hand because I'm going to a place that they picked. Clearly, like, either they control it or we'll have other people there or whatever. And then also, I very much doubt that whatever conversation they want to have with me is going to happen at that place. It's probably going to be a meeting place. And then we go somewhere else. So then I'm just getting further into their territory. And I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. Because I am in a weird position of, like, I'm... With the literal position that I am in, I can't be making deals with a criminal organization. So, and I feel like they know that, but I feel like they also know, like, if I end up in their literal den of thieves, they have a clear upper hand. Like, if things get dicey, I have zero leverage. They will have numbers on me. They clearly know a lot of shit. I'm like, I do not have any options here.
Well, you know what counters numbers? Fireball.
I mean, okay, here's the thing, is I thought about that, I was like, if shit gets bad, if shit gets real bad, and it comes to blows, I logistically know if I am on their territory, that, like, whoever I see, let's assume that between Fireball and other shit I have, that I can actually take care of the immediate threat. The immediate threat's not gonna be the only threat. I am fucked. I am fucked. I am not getting out of that. Either something is waiting for me just outside, or I am permanently on their radar as an issue.
Well, then we just have a side quest of dismantling a criminal organization from top to bottom. Yeah, that's all. Simple as that.
Carl's saying oops all war crimes again. I died laughing. We were already on the Discord call doing our pre-stream setup when you dropped that image in, so everyone got to watch me lose my shit over oops all war crimes. I felt a little bad because it was right as James told a joke. And so you were like, wow, you're laughing really hard at this. I didn't think it was that funny. And then you were like, oh, it's because she wasn't laughing at it at all.
Yeah, true. It's a great way. It was a great way to boost my morale before the game started.
Very sorry.
No, you're not. But Pathos, no TPK because we separated the party. So
that doesn't mean we can't TPK. It will just be way more difficult. Because here's, I don't want to say that part out loud. I'm gonna say this vaguely so you know what I'm talking about. If the meeting ends up being what I think it's going to be, we can mostly TPK while simultaneously you're TPKing. This could still happen. Nah,
you know what? Because I told you what Vasil's escape plan is.
That's true.
We can make this work. We can make it work.
Yeah, because and that's the other thing. It's like you have an escape plan. If I am able to go to this meeting alone, I have what I call my ripcord. I have a way that I have devised that I'm like, I can extricate myself from most situations I would not want to be in.
Most social gatherings, bar mitzvahs,
Yeah, exactly. You know, the usual. The forced fun drinks that your company like requires, and like you don't really want to go, but like you kind of have to so that way you show your face.
Team building when you have to give compliments for 2 minutes straight. Hang out with your girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I have so many of her on my list right now too. Yes. Okay, so just want to walk home together. Let me know when you have time. Right after school, when I would go home, that's when I will have time to go home. Anyways, but that plan of I know how to end this situation gets infinitely more difficult if there are allies I need to care about nearby.
And that's why I'm so far away.
Exactly.
So you don't...
So, like, I would assume Rika and Nico are going to come with me to this meeting. Whether I want them to or not, they will be there. I can just assume.
See, I feel like Gwen and Vasil's working relationship, like, James and Jen are kind of bleeding into the characters because it's like RTX. Like if we don't see each other and we don't hear from each other, we just assume everything is going to plan and everything is fine.
Yeah, well, I think we definitely take the RTX approach of no news is good news. Like you will only hear from me if things are bad. Which is the other reason I like we have simultaneous bullshit going on. Knowing that like if you heard from me, you're like, ah, shit.
I still feel kind of bad that in a momentary lapse of player, I didn't think to send it. But from a role perspective, that was the first time Vasil cast sending, so he wouldn't know the intricacies of that spell.
Exactly.
And now he does when he heard Miko in his head just kind of rambling like, oh, you could respond, and then it's like, oh, I probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dying. Rise hangs out. Okay. So I can't remember if she was first floor or if she was in town.
Yep.
I'm dying.
You okay there, champ?
No.
Do I need to call Aaron and tell him to march down to your house?
No, I think we're good. Who's that? Are you?
That's Rise.
Okay, cool. She's just staring at the fire alarm. What's happening?
Maybe she wants to push it.
Maybe. It is a big red button, so I kind of don't blame her.
I can't let you do that, Dave. What are you doing?
Oh, she's literally saying that!
Oh. I've actually never noticed that before.
That's incredible! I'm so happy. If you die on stream, I'm clipping it. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I imagine they're gonna be with me whether I want them to be or not, which means that most of my options for ending a situation quickly are off the table. Because either I will directly endanger them, or I will indirectly endanger them. And I'm like, well, fuck. So it's like, all right, I can't, like, I gotta play nice, and I'm sure they know that, and that sucks, and I hate it. So that's gonna be interesting. And then I'm just constantly stressed talking to Arturo. Just constantly stressed about that.
Yeah, honestly, I was both surprised as a player and a character because the way that you've talked about like the vagueness of Gwen and Arturo's relationship, like I guess I had a preconceived notion of what that would look like, and honestly what I have seen is maybe not quite that level. And then definitely last game was like, oh no, he's like I'm here to help you, you're my pupil, I want you to succeed. I'm like, I had you painted the wrong way.
So here, okay, so here's the funny thing. That series of statements when he was like, whether I show it or not, I do care about what happens to you. The face that Jen made is also the face that Gwen would have made. That relationship has always been so strictly businesslike and very kind of uncaring, and not in like an actively uncaring kind of way, but it's just like no effort to be like to indicate that there's any kind of giving a shit. It's just like, I'm here to teach you, and if you can keep up, great, and if you don't, that sucks, I'll get a new apprentice. Like that is the way, that is the interpretation of the entire 7-year working relationship that we have had together. So like that being said in that game was just as much of a shock to me as Jen as it would have been to Gwen as it was to you. That was an out of left field, like, oh fuck. And I think part of that might have been that I think Gwen straight up being like, I need your help, is probably also the first time that conversation has happened. Because we've never been in a situation where like straight up Arturo's always been in control of stuff. Like Gwen has been there as a secondary all the time. So like she's never been in a position where she needs to ask for help. She has been asked for help in that like, hey, we need to do some stuff, why don't you take care of this part kind of thing. And like, here's a role that you can play in it. But never between neither of them has there ever been a, a situation that has called for, I cannot do this thing by myself. I need your assistance. So I think that was new in both, that entire conversation was new in both directions.
Well, yeah, and I think you definitely caught Aaron off guard with that. Like us, like looking at it. But I wanted to make a joke, but Aaron made it serious, and I didn't want to make the joke. But when he said, like, when you made the quip about, like, is this normal for like an apprentice going out on their first time to be this, this level of, danger and consequences?
Maybe
And
I
he
should
made
do
some
something
quip
like
about it,
this.
and I wanted to say, like, yeah, the skulls of the other 3 apprentices who failed are up on the mantle right now. I'm surprised you never noticed them.
So, I mean, okay, like, this has not come up in game. I'm sure it will come up in game at some point. I am far from the first apprentice Arturo has had.
I would imagine, given his age.
There have been several before Gwen, and Gwen knows to a certain degree, why he still is looking for an apprentice. And like where those went and what happened. So like, yes, words and things. I do not think he has the skulls, but also I guess I don't really know. He could have some of them. I can't say that. He clearly has secrets. That could be one of them. I don't fucking know.
You always just assumed his telescope was made of ivory, but maybe it's just a different type of bone.
How about a gunmo kebab? Or a tofu
Is this
croquette?
entire thing being voice acted? I'm worried that this is gonna be the thing. We might need to pause the D&D conversation for what's happening right now.
Okay.
Because she's voice acting this entire fucking thing.
Well, if it isn't Rise-chan.
Oh, everyone's voice acted, huh? Who would have thought?
Deputy
Oh
Mayor,
no,
right?
oh.
Good afternoon.
You're bad at lying, which I appreciate. Something's about to happen.
Funny, my wife
I
says
heard
the same
news.
thing.
You know about the upcoming film? You haven't heard yet? You know Kaname, right? Kaname Mashita. They're gonna be filming nearby, right? I hope they stop by Inaba too.
Oh, I hope they do not.
Oh, I know. Why don't you ask?
Kahneman. I don't have anything to do with them anymore.
But wait, how many are coming? We only have small bed and breakfasts around here. Got it! They can stay at the Amagi Inn. All right, I need to go tell that manager guy I was just talking to.
Oh, Rise-chan. Nice to see you.
I kind of forgot this guy had a voice.
Yeah.
What do you want today?
I also don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable.
I think that's what Link should sound like, Jen.
Oh, why would you say that?
I'm down here scouting film locations, so I thought I'd come see you.
Okay,
I got the Triforce of Courage.
This guy's a fucking manager. What do you mean you're scouting film locations? That's an entirely different team on a film production. You have no business doing that.
I wanted
Do you
to
want to
hear
send
your
Atlas a
answer
strongly
one more
worded
time,
email?
I really
face to
do.
face.
I really kind of feel like I need to inform them that that's not how this works.
Are you sure you're not coming back?
I'm not going back.
I see. Okay, I understand. Well, now I can focus on my new job. I signed up as Kaname Mashita's manager. Remember how we were talking about doing that movie? They picked Kaname as your replacement. We're gonna sell Kaname. I have every confidence she'll be just as popular. No, even more popular than Risette.
Fucking
pump
wow.
the brakes.
See.
Yeah, pump the brakes right there.
Yeah,
Chief.
Jesus.
Although, Kaname is an ordinary girl, we have to polish her so she sells.
Oh my god, I hate this man.
But you had that spark. You learned fast, adapted well to new situations, had that smile that could be as strong or weak as you needed. And
Yo-
those
yo.
acting skills of yours.
I had to yell at Tucker
you
to
were
stop
like
chewing
an
his butt.
old pro.
Gotcha.
You could have reached heights most girls could never dream of.
I need this man to stop.
Hey, you remember when we were talking
That's
about
what I
2 minutes of
think, anyway.
compliments?
This is the opposite of that. Like, it's the same,
So,
but
I just had to
also...
hear it from your own
Yeah.
mouth. Well then, goodbye. Stay healthy, okay?
Okay. That's weird. What the fuck?
What the heck? That's not fair. After he made me answer? He never told me any of that when we were still working together. Acting skills? Of course I have them. What the heck? Telling me all that stuff now? It's too late.
Stop crying. No, don't. No, no, no.
Uh-oh.
No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm bad at handling this in real life, too. I don't like this. Please stop.
Hey, why am I crying?
I don't know. If you don't know either, maybe you should just not do it.
There's no reason to cry. There's nothing to be sad about.
Exactly. Everything's great. Here, have a steak kebab.
Nothing.
She's not Chie. Meat doesn't fix everything.
I was just saying, if you put this meat in your mouth, maybe you'll feel better.
Yeah. Like, totally.
Oh, God.
Totally a normal line a 16-year-old boy would always say.
No, cry all you want. Get it out. Like, clearly you're upset. Let's just...
I can't. My eyes will be all swollen tomorrow.
No, that's a tomorrow you problem. It's fine.
I lost everything.
Oh, God.
I don't know how, but I lost everything. I'm scared. I'm sad. What's going on?
Oh, God.
Senpai,
Oh, God.
please stay here.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Stay by my side.
Oh, God. Oh, oh, oh.
Senpai.
Oh, God. This is the moment, isn't it? Since this is an important moment! Fuck! There's no turning back. Okay, I know what answer I'm clicking here, but my game brain is like, but what happens if you click this? Does she get real mad?
There's no turning back, Jen.
I know.
Unless there's a save file.
I
then there
I know I saved.
Okay.
I'm like 98% sure I saved recently. I'm gonna click the answer I want. But like
Okay.
game brain is like I need to like go find later what happens if you click that.
Okay. I'll point you to the video.
Oh, perfect, thank you. Oh, this is the most awkward hug I've ever seen. What is happening here?
Jen, I know you don't like PDAs, but I imagine this is what a PDA looks like in your head when you imagine it. Like, it doesn't look like reality. Like, this is how you perceive it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like, yeah. Villains even point out, like, she's swaying, I'm staying still, my hands are in a weird place. Like, this is, like, all of this is not okay.
Senpai,
Oh, God.
I have
You're-
you. I have the others.
Your popped collar collects all the tears.
I didn't lose everything. There are people who need me, right?
Oh, God. Cool. Look at that.
Level 8.
Oh, God. Stamina song. What is that?
That'll come in. It comes in later in the evening.
It's your recovery effect at the end of the battle has become stronger. Okay, cool. Perfect. That's a sentence. That is a sentence.
Those are words.
Those are words. Jesus Christ. All right. Yep.
Yep.
I'm going home.
It was
now.
even all pink. I just got an achievement for it.
My head's all messed
Oh
up.
God.
I
Wow,
need
you
time
work
to think it
fast.
all over.
Apparently.
About how I feel now. I don't want to lose anything more. Goodbye, Senpai.
What do you mean goodbye? You proposed, now we've gone in the wrong direction. You proposed, and now we're in a relationship, and now you're leaving.
You know, it's the circle of life. It just happens all so quickly.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
we were
welcome.
young.
Thank you.
We were young. We didn't know what we were doing. It's like that was 5 minutes ago. What is going on?
All right, I need 2 seconds. I gotta put Tucker's cone back on him. I'm still
Okay,
in the, I'm still in the room. I can yell at the microphone though.
Okay, let's vamp everyone. All right, everyone, let's get 2 minutes of compliments ready to go. Everyone ready?
I hate you.
That's not how compliments work, but I appreciate the effort. We got to start somewhere. So here's a fun little fact that it took me on my third playthrough of Persona 5 to notice. When you look at the social links, or I guess the confidants in Persona 5, whomever you're dating, they turn will start to show you how frank they when you're dating them. I don't know if they actually do that in Persona 4. So when Jen gets back, we will see if the ranks have turned into little hearts for Rise. Oh, those are wonderful compliments from the chat, and I think I love it the most because even though she has her headphones in, she can't see it yet, but I can talk about it in vague terms.
That was pretty. I liked that last sentence. Yep, that was good. You can talk about it in vague terms. You're absolutely right. Oh gosh. Okay. You said you wanted me to check a social link thing.
Yeah, so like you see how like if you click on them, no, okay, no little hearts. So like in Persona 5, it would show you like on a scale from 1 to 10, like how many you had, and it would be a star. But when you would start dating them, they turned into hearts, and I didn't notice that until my third playthrough, which
Gotcha.
I feel dumb for not
The
noticing.
idea of playing through any of these games 3 times is fucking wild to me.
I think they're that good, and I know we don't see eye to eye on that, but they're just like, you want to see the different endings. Like, what happens if I just stand back? Like, what happened if you do that? Or like, what happens if you date as someone else? Or if you date all of them at the same time and realize the horrible mistake that is.
So let's see. It's a Friday. We'll go to the hospital. We'll go do that. Okay, now I'm catching up on the chat. Let's see.
Get all of your compliments.
Oh god. Oh, Flashfire! We need to raise your bar! But thank you! What did I decide I was gonna do? Hospital, that was it. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh wait, what other D&D? My list is done.
So the other thing I had on my list was that if I had to put a theme to Saturday's game, besides the party goes their separate ways, I felt like we learned a lot about the criminal underworld of Stormiel. Like we've seen the symbols before, the 3 vertical triangles, the backwards B with and then there was a backwards B with a slash through, or a sigma with a slash.
Yeah,
it
was a sigma. And then a sigma with a bar, which kind of makes it look like a backwards B. And then there's the open triangles. But the open triangles, we as players have seen before. None of the characters had seen before.
Right.
So that's going to be a thing.
Artemisia had seen it.
Well, I mean, she saw it right. I don't know if she actually had. Oh, yeah, no, she had seen it. So that way when Maria was like, here's this, she was like, oh, I kind of know vaguely what that is. So, yeah, you're right, there was that.
Yeah, so we know that at least there are 3 organizations operating in Stormiel, and nurses are talking. And then whatever Wilfred's dad's mark is, if it really is Wilfred's dad. Who knows?
Yeah. I feel like I am simultaneously not concerned enough about that and way more concerned than I should be about that. And I mean that in, first of all, fucking Wilfred, drink. Fucking Wilfred. Is that something I'm actively worried about right now? I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, that is a future us problem. That is a future us problem. That is not something I need to spend brain power on at the moment with our current situation of trying to not start a war. But so that's why I'm like I am not worried enough about this. But then I think about what I think it might mean later when we get to future us, when I say it's a future us problem. When the future comes, I do not think I have gone so far down a rabbit hole of how I think this person ties into the lore of this world. I'm like, that's where I'm like, I'm worrying too much about this. I'm like, it can't possibly be as bad as I'm making it out to be, but it could. It could be that bad.
It might be. And also, hey, Big Mac, well, here for the stream, staying for the crack wheat. You know what? We haven't planted crack wheat in a while. I just realized.
Yeah, I haven't. I did harvest some daikon at the beginning of the stream. I planted another eggplant because I get a bad feeling I'm gonna want more of those as we head into the later parts of the game. But we'll get some more crack later. It'll be fine.
Yeah, so with the Wilford thing, one of the scenarios I've played out in my head is Vasile is out in the wilderness, separated from the party, that he might bump into Wilford because, you know, we should always expect Wilford. That should just be number one rule.
Yeah, it's just always expect Wilford.
Always expect Wilford. And then
AEW.
I'm going back as a player trying to remember, okay, what would Vasile know as a character versus what do I know as a player? Because Vasile was not present at the tavern when he showed up and had the conversation, and he also was not present when Maria was like, you just let him do his thing, don't get involved. Like, Vasile wasn't there for that.
Exactly.
So it's like, is Vasile gonna, puff up his chest and challenge the man who's appeared before him?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely... I interpreted the Maria thing about, like, don't get involved is, like, not just, like, let him do his thing. Like, if you end up in a situation versus him, that, like, do what you need to do. But, like, not to go seeking him out. And, like, not get involved in his business. If he ends up involved in yours, then handle things.
Now it's my problem.
Yeah, but the way I interpret it was, like, if he's not actively a problem for you, do not go making him one. Because that will end terribly, is how I took that. So, like, if he fucking shows up with a group of people to try to wreck you while you're on your little adventure, drop him.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I will 100%. I will focus in on him.
Yeah.
To the detriment of everyone else around me.
Yeah. It's funny because I was also thinking about it. It's like, Gwen is, like, accidentally, like, almost doing, like, a challenge coin thing. Like, because you gave me the coin for the one group, and I have the matriarch symbol thing. I have the Wilford coin. I'm like, I want this campaign to end, and I just have, like, a whole goddamn collection.
So, is the Vanguard... So, there are the Vanguards, which are the triangle...
Yeah, Sisters of the Vanguard are, like, a dual triangle thing, yep.
Do you think the matriarch is, like, the Selsavine counterpart? Like, you have the Sisterhood of the Vanguard, and then something else that has, like, a feminine name to it, like the matriarch?
Yeah, I had that thought earlier that they're, like, maybe... If they're not, like, directly related, they might be working with each other, which would explain Maria's reaction to Tiro. It's like, oh, Tiro's in Theramgard. It's like, we need to hide these people immediately. That would explain so much of how she clearly knew stuff.
They're like the Tide and Gain. They're both owned by Procter and Gamble, but they seem like they're competitors, but really... Yeah.
So I'm like, so part of me is hoping that's something that comes out of this meeting I'm going into, is finding out that there is some kind of working relationship there. And, like, Gwen is gonna be like, God damn it. But Jen is like, please, because it would answer some things, and I would like to have those answers at the moment.
Mm-hmm. We'll get those answers just through very uncomfortable dialogue.
Right?
They're there.
there's gonna be so much uncomfortable dialogue. I think between the fact that you get to just talk to Tori and Serena, and I am going to be trying to navigate this sketchy diplomatic situation while also meeting with a clearly criminal underground organization. It's gonna be a thing.
I think it's adorable that you think Vasil's only going to be seeing Tori and Victor and Serena on the road, and definitely not going to run into anyone.
I mean, I don't think the other people you're going to run into are going to have awkward conversations. We're talking about the awkward conversations happening right now.
It's like, oh my, highwayman, how awkward. Your head is falling off from your shoulders. How awkward. I would be mortified if I were you.
Oh, God.
Goodbye now.
Part of me wants you to have a combat encounter like that. And the other part of me is like, oh, God. First of all, I would hate to be Aaron in that scenario. To be like, all right, there's one player character, I'm controlling 2 NPCs and then also all of the enemies. That would be terrible. Part of me wants to... Go ahead.
You've wanted to see Vasil, fight with all his might. Nothing like a horribly unbalanced fight to make me play Vasil to his full extent.
I so badly want Gwen and Vasil to end up in a fight. Not like an honest to goodness, like we are actually like mad at each other fight, but like something happens, we're like, okay, cool. Like you and I talked about like if we effectively have the magic version of sparring and be like, all right, let's fuck each other up, and just to like kind of prepare each other for the other one. So like you being like, hey, mage hunters and clerics, this is what can come at you. And me being like, I don't know what's happening with other magisters and apprentices or other secretly trained wizards. Here's some of our shit. Like that kind of thing. I want us to fight in good fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? We could just go back to Hearthhall, go into that gladiatorial pit, and put on a good show, make some money along the way. Are you back?
Hey, I can hear you now, and I hear rain pitter patters. That was super weird.
It's October 1st in game. They wanted to do something weird and kooky.
Yeah, that was clearly what just happened. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, you were talking and you were just gone. I was like, oh, weird. Oh, I can't hear the game anymore. The fuck?
Apparently, Vasil cast silence so hard that it came in. Gwen, this is what you need to expect when you fight a cleric.
Right?
Immediately, the first thing that comes out is silence.
Oh God! All right, so I didn't hear pretty much any of your response to any of that. So,
well, you know what? That's just going to be a secret for Chat and I.
Oh, perfect. I'm just gonna put them.
Mostly because I've forgotten what I was talking about because I started panicking. Like, am I still connected to the internet? How is Discord doing?
Yay, technology.
Whoop whoop.
Let's see. Where am I at? Okay, well, Risei's not here. I can look for Kanji. I haven't hung out with Kanji. That's not the button I want.
Practice building. I think that fight would be a lot of fun, just to have like a friendly little sparring match. And no Kanji either.
All right.
And then, of course, we can't leave well enough alone. We were talking about how fun that sparring match would be, and then we both immediately went into what would Arturo say if he caught us doing, or what would Vasil's mentor say if he caught us sparring, and and again, I made the joke that all these uncomfortable conversations that are happening with between Artemisia and Maria, or Gwen and Arturo, that if Vasil just doesn't return to the temple, he doesn't have to have these conversations.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Ashley is 100% right. I may not have said it in those exact words, but Jen does bring joy and mirth into all of our lives because of this stream specifically. The other ones are pretty good too, but this one, this one's a good one.
This is a good one. I'm almost gonna be sad when we get to the end of this.
You know what, Jen? I'm gonna be sad too, but as you close one book, you can start reading another one called Persona 5, Persona 3, Persona 4 Dancing.
Definitely not that one. Especially because there's no way I can play a rhythm game and have a conversation with anybody.
bring up a really good point. You know, as much as you may not prefer Persona games, this is an excellent streaming game. Like, there's no real time anything. We can stop at any time in any conversation just to chit chat, or, you know, make sure your dog isn't scratching his butt, you know.
I was gonna hang out with Nanako. Fuck. Have you ever gone to a nightclub? Ever? Yeah.
Yes.
Would I go again? No.
Probably not.
Not at this point. If you told me I could do anything I wanted, if there's no pandemic, I can do anything I want to on a Friday night. I want to invite 2 or 3 other people over, depending on if Jeff wants in on this or not. I want to make some drinks from our stocked liquor cabinet, and I want to play board games. That's my ideal fucking night. Maybe we, like, go out to dinner beforehand, like, go get some really good fucking food, and then we come here and we play board games. I want to go to a nightclub. Shit's too loud. And just, like, overpriced and sticky. I don't want to do it. There's no appeal.
That's fair. That's fair. When I was in college, I went to a few, and you know, Pathos can back me up on this. Nightclubs in Cleveland, not like the nightclubs most people think of, like, oh, this is going to be like a fun place with good music and, you know, quality people. No, these were just dens of sadness, and yeah, just not a big fan.
Yeah, there were like a couple like in college times, there were a couple bars that I was like, I would like to go to, but they also weren't super, like, they weren't super loud. They were bars in the Midwest, so it was like, there's music on, but like also there's like free stale popcorn and some cheap, like cheaper than they should have been, like quality wise, alcoholic drinks.
And
it's like you were there to like hang out and have those chit chats and like play pool or whatever.
And for some reason, there were peanut shells on the floor. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where the peanuts came from, but those shells were on the floor.
Yeah. So it's like there was that, but it's like going to an actual like a club. I think I did like twice, and I was like, that was fine. I don't want to go again though, and definitely not now. Like right now, one of the things I'm looking forward to now that like we are fully vaccinated and things are the places that are still being smart about stuff and whatever. There is a place that Jeff and I used to like to go to in the before times that was one of those quote-unquote secret bars.
Mm-hmm.
So it exists. You get to it by going down an alley, and there's a gate at the end of the alley, and you have to have have a reservation at this place, and if they accept your reservation, they'll text you a code that lets you unlock the gate. And then once you get past that gate, you go further down the alley, and there's just this nondescript door in the wall. And that takes you underneath one of the buildings in downtown, and there's a bar down there. That has the most incredible drinks I have ever had. They'll serve you like your standard drinks or whatever, but they have like their own special menu of things that are all inspired by like the people who own this place. It's 2 couples, and they specifically alternate, like, one couple will travel for a year and just go to other countries and go explore, like, the bar scenes around there, the places that are local, the places that are fancy, all that stuff, and, like, learn about, like, their drinks and their flavor profiles. And then when they come back, they do their year, and then the other couple leaves and goes and travels for a year. And, like, they just trade off who's managing it, and whoever's there at the time creates a menu of like I want to say it was probably about like 20 drinks that's kind of at least somehow loosely based on some of the experiences and the flavors that they found while they were out and doing that stuff. And like I've never had these combinations of things. Like, this is gonna sound disgusting, and there's no way I can convince you it's not. My favorite cocktail once we found them for the first year where couple A, I guess, was in charge of stuff, there was a cocktail that I fell in love with that, I'm not kidding, had butter in it, but it didn't taste like butter. It just added a depth to it, but there was literally fucking butter in this cocktail. But it was so fruity and light, and then you're like, and there's butter in here.
Is it like the way that you would froth butter? Because I know some people like to do that with their coffee.
Yeah, it was kind of like it had kind of that like foamy and like frothy kind of like texture to it. So I'm sure that's probably what they used that for. But yeah, it was just looking at the menu was always just a wild experience of like how none of these words make sense together. And then you get this cocktail, and you're like, oh my god, this is incredible. So, like, we had actually made a point of when we found this place, their menu was literally set up, it looked like a passport book. And each drink was a page, and you couldn't, like, keep it or anything, but, like, we kept a running list of, like, here are the ones that you've had, and we would, of course, like, try each other's drinks. Like, and we made a point of hitting everyone in that passport book, and we managed to get in just under the wire before it changed it over. Which makes me sad that, they kept, like, two of the drinks from the last menu. And, like, my favorite cocktail, the one that had the butter in it, didn't make the cut. And I was like, I loved that one. It got to a point where every time we managed to get a reservation there, we would each have 3 drinks. And I would be like, I'm gonna try this one, I'm gonna try this one. I'm ending with the one I know. I love this one. And that was, like, my go-to thing. And so I'm sad that one's not there anymore. But I cannot wait to go back to this place. Because it's like, yeah, it's just this cool... It's cool, and it's, like, dark, but not in that sketchy way. It's, like, dark, but there's cute little lights everywhere. So it's, like, it's still bright enough that I can, like, look at a person and have a conversation, but I can't get all up in the business of the group next to us. And they specifically, this place has rules, so it has kind of a dress code, and it also is, like, this is not a bar you go to mingle. You go there with your people, and you talk to your people, and it's, like, don't go, like, you can't just, if there's a group of girls there, you can't just walk up and start talking to them. They will make you leave.
Yeah, so that sounds a lot like a speakeasy that's here in Nashville called the Patterson House, and it looks like just a regular house near Music Row. You have to know it's there. There's no signage for this place. It just looks like a normal house. But you go in, and in the foyer is the waiting room. And then they have a blue curtain. You peel back the blue curtain, and the bar, it looks like a library. It's just covered in bookshelves filled with books.
That's awesome.
It's a really cool place. They have amazing drinks. And there's one drink in particular that's very much like your drink. It is my favorite drink. And they have not had it on the menu for years. However, the staff do not turn over at this place. It is a very deeply committed group of people who will continue working here.
That's awesome.
So when they come and they're like, hey, is this your first time here? I'm like, no, I've been here for, I've been coming for several years. And I'll lean in and I'll go, hey, do you think you guys could still make a Fangs Out? I swear their eyes always light up. They're like, yeah, I'm happy to make that for you. Like
That's
they,
awesome.
like, they know it. Like they love that drink too. And it's not on the menu, but the people who've been going there a long time, they're like, yeah, we'll make that for you. And it's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Pathos, James, tell Jen more about how the Winking Lizard Tavern is great. Yeah, the Winking Lizard Tavern was great. It was a great place. It was a good college bar. They had like 100 beers on their World Beer Tour. And if you drank all 100 of them in a calendar year, you got free stuff. So
that's so much beer.
It is. We figured out exactly how much it would cost to do, and it's not worth the free stuff.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And the lousy beers you had to drink, because, some of them were amazing that I've never had before, and some of them are just beers I don't like to drink.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Hefeweizens. I know a lot of people like. I know.
That's
I like
the
heavy
only
beer
beer type I consistently like.
I like heavy beer. I like stouts and porters. Hefeweizens taste like I'm drinking flowers.
Weird. I pretty much never get a flower taste from them. I always get the banana undertones. Always.
I'm sorry. I know I've disappointed many people. I'm sorry. Just let me enjoy my dark beers and my extremely bitter cocktails that I like.
Yeah, so it's like, I consistently like Hefeweizens. Stouts, it depends. And porters, it depends. any light beer, I'm like, ew, gross, no. This either tastes like wet bread or it's just way too hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no thank you on most of those.
I'm not the only one who's sad that Mom's not
Oh,
here anymore.
God, Nanako.
Dad, he was lonely too. I'm sorry, Dad.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize Nanako was talking in this one.
Oh, God. Oh, do you not have audio this time?
No, I'm hearing it now.
Okay.
Maybe I was just talking over her, but
No,
I hear her now.
she wasn't talking for a while, and then she said one line, and I was like, I'm gonna wait, because I think she's gonna keep going. So. Looks more mature. She's 4!
Oh, you're so close to being done. You only got 2 more, Jen.
God, no more awkward conversations, right? No more.
No, they all end. They all end at rank 10.
Oh, great. Will Dad ever smile like this again? Jesus!
Why don't you noodle on that for a while? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Good night.
Oh. I hate it.
You know what the awesome thing is? The game gave you this whole time to rescue Naoto, and it still hasn't hit the rainy days yet.
Right? God, oh, my phone's gonna go pee-pee. See, this is why it's impossible to do the death ones. Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to eventually go back to the secret bar. Because it sounds like they have survived all the pandemic-iness. So.
I humbly request the next time I make it to Austin, I would love to try that place.
Oh, 100%. It's funny. You will be in rare company, because so one of the other things is they're very specific about like how you have to be able to earn the right to bring people in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an application process to even initially get a reservation. So Jeff is the one, like, I probably could get in there at this point. Jeff is the one who applied, got in, and they're like, cool, you're allowed to bring 1 person. And you have to, like, be there a couple times, and every time, like, you have a specific reservation time. And the wait staff, like, gets to essentially review you when you leave. And be like, if you were shitty, if you were, like, whatever. And, like, the wait staff has to essentially, like, you have to keep, like, a decent score in order for you to be able to go back.
Interesting.
I
think that's great, by the way.
So, it's like, I'm sure, like, if you have, like, a bad day, they're not gonna be like, okay, you can never come back again. But, like, they look for, like, patterns and stuff. And so it got to the point where, like, we weren't going, like, often. We were making that, like, our once-a-month, like, date night thing. Or, like, every other month, something like that. And it got to the point where, like, the same staff was always there. So, like, they recognized us, and, like, we knew them. And so they got to a point where Jeff eventually got a message, like, from the service thing being like, hey, you can bring 3 people now. You can have a group of 4. And I think right before everything went to shit, it was like, cool, you can bring 5 people. Like, you can have a group of 6. And it was like, that's not a common thing to get to with them. Like, most of their tables are set up for a 4-person maximum thing. So for them to be like, hey, you're chill enough, you can have they've got 2 spots that can hold more than 4 people. And they're like, yeah, you can do that. So Jeff has the ability to, like, bring in, not like a bajillion people, but, like, he has the ability to bring more than we probably ever would. But he can do it. And I think to this point, we have brought 2 other couples with us. So, like, he has brought, like, there was one time we took 1 couple, and there was one time we brought a different couple. And one of them was Mally and her boyfriend. So they have been there. And that's it. So you would be in rare company to be like, no, we're gonna take James. We're gonna do this. James gets to go to the secret place.
Thank you.
Sure, Chie. Yeah, I'll fucking hang out with you.
Hey, did you hear about me and Rise? No. Why?
Yeah, no, I would really like to take you there because it's a cool place. Also, I just like the atmosphere because I can actually like talk to people there. It's great, and the drinks are just so good. It's an expensive place, but it's also one of those things that like it's one of the few times I've had an expensive drink where I've been like, this is absolutely worth the price you have charged for this. This is fine. Oh yeah,
I am looking forward to it now. I think I may have told this story on a past stream. It's honestly been a while, but when I lived in New York, there was a speakeasy out in Queens that was literally in the basement of a functional diner. So
Okay.
there's no advertising for it. You would go into this diner and you had to walk into the kitchen, and there was a payphone in the kitchen, and you dialed the number, and then they would buzz you down into the basement of this diner. But other than that, I mean, you could order food at this diner and like live your whole life thinking this is just a normal diner. Why would I ever walk into the kitchen? I'm not a psychopath. But if you knew it was there was a wonderful cocktail bar below this diner that was like, it always felt like this is like my little secret spot. I always enjoyed going out there. The 40-minute train ride to Queens for that one spot.
That's awesome. Okay.
I have to tell you though, the other 3 diners that I went into trying to find this place were not as accommodating to people walking into their kitchen.
Is this a joke or did that actually happen?
It's mostly a joke.
Mostly. There's at least one diner that you're no longer allowed in.
No, that's fine. It's their loss.
Great vegetables.
Do you have anything else on your list to talk about? Because I'm thinking I might do the veggies and then I think I get to cook and we might call the stream before, before we accidentally end up in a cutscene hell.
Yeah, no, we went through everything. The only other thing on there was mostly as a joke for your knowledge. It was the Jen for please, for the love of God, have Gwen translate that Highwayman's Journal. But other than that, that was the last thing on my list.
We're gonna plant some crack!
There we go. There you go, Big Mac. We got it.
Oh, now Nanako's gonna call it a veggie. Oh no.
Well,
Okay, maybe Dojima saved you.
I'm excited to see them come in.
He did.
Nope, there
Nope.
it is. There it
Nope.
is. Oh, wheat's not a vegetable.
Oh.
All right.
Always end on a strong note.
Yep.
On a veggie wheat.
So to be fair, Gwen has 2 hours. If this tavern is open, I would love to go early, or maybe I'll just like the tavern I'm gonna end up meeting Nico at. Maybe we're like, hey, we're gonna hang out here for the next hour and 50 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can finish this notebook real quick. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. There you go. You know what? Have them see you working on it so that they know you have something that they may want.
Yeah. I thought about it, originally I was like, yeah, the place we're supposed to meet, I'm gonna go there early and we'll set it up so that way then like Nico and Rika can be like keeping an eye out on like and trying to like clock people who are watching us and so we can have an idea of exactly how fucked we are. And I'll keep working on the thing at that point. But I was like, I don't want to like spend the time to get to that place, realize it's one of the places saying it's quote unquote closed, and then have to go find somewhere else. So I'm just like, maybe I'll just do it where I meet up with Nico. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I put 64 fucking hours in this game, and I'm very mad about that.
You sure have.
I'm so
and you're level 64 too.
Oh my god!
The...
If only I
It's
also had 64 minutes in it, that would be great.
I don't want to be the person to tell you this, Jen, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, you know what, buddy? It's fine. Yeah, we'll get those 64 minutes. I can see them now. Look at them.
Oh god. Well,
you're gonna make it, buddy. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. All right. Well, James, thank you for hanging out with me as always. I appreciate it. I like that we got to talk about all the stuffs.
We talk about all the stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Chat, thank you for being wonderful and putting up with my shenanigans when Jen had to run and saying wonderful compliments to her that made her slightly uncomfortable. So thank you.
At least it wasn't 2 straight minutes of it. But I'll talk to you in a hot second. And
later.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone. Get vaccinated.